Hello and welcome to Roleplay Rejects, where we play new and unusual tabletop role-playing games. In Side Quest, we're taking a break from our longer stories to play just a few sessions of some very unique role-playing games out there. So sit back and enjoy.
Okay, so Naomi, you're knocking, and then you're sprinting.
Yeah, we're keeping the door open for her.
Okay, and then you guys are going to shut it behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
Guns ready.
yeah. And then you're
Brick
going to be in the
ready.
rock door.
I'm going to use
Yeah,
the
just
wind
outside the
to make
door.
it kind of like a soft close so it doesn't thud.
Oh, smart.
Oh, giga
smart.
brain.
I like that caveat. Okay.
Yeah. I got my ears a listening.
You know, little ant ears.
Sprint.
And a runoff.
You hear some kind of like commotion outside the door. You hear like, did you hear that? Yeah. It sounded like a knock. Someone's like, that was definitely a knock. Like, who's here? And you hear like kind of the screech, I guess, of like chairs being pulled out and like, hey, wake up.
You got Firewatch.
And then you hear footsteps running to the door and then a few going away from the door. And after a couple seconds, you hear footsteps coming back to the door. As you hear those footsteps, Snargle, you would see this. Everybody else is behind the closet door, but you would see that the doorknob, I almost called it a light bulb. You guys, my brain. Whew.
I wish you had said that and
The
just
light
kept
bulb.
going.
You see the light bulb turn kind of reddish. Fuck. The doorknob.
I thought that was intentional.
No, it wasn't.
Twitch chat, clip it.
All right, so the light bulb, it turns red.
The doorknob, it turns red. It turns kind of like a reddish, glowy-ish color. And
Do I hear any chanting or perhaps a sacrifice?
no, you don't.
I just see it turn red.
You just see it turn red. You see it slowly rotate, and then the door opens.
Weird. I want to hide now.
Okay, so you're hiding. Can you still see?
I
From
want to
where you're
hide.
hiding?
So this is weird to describe. I want, if this is the door that leads to Asteroid, right?
Okay.
I want it to be like door,
Mm-hmm.
my face peeking,
Yeah.
right? So it's like a goblin face on the wall. But if they look, I'm gonna go, huh?
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna peek.
Yeah. Like a ghosty. Yeah.
That's the vibe I'm going for as they scare you about the trap pit
Okay.
gold room.
So you see it. You see the door open, and you watch these men kind of militantly run into this little treasure area. Right? They've trained for this. You can see that each one of them has kind of a position that they're supposed to get into, and they're looking around and they're not seeing anything. What's up?
I might sneeze. No, what I'm just now realizing is like, if someone knocked,
Mhm.
they can also see those two doors.
Mm-hmm.
They know there's a fucking janitor's closet.
I
like,
too am realizing. But also, how
This
funny
was
is
a
it?
dumb plan.
Whoa.
This wasn't a dumb plan, but like we did not think all the way through.
No, we did
Nope,
not.
not
We
at
were
all.
Am I just gonna stand there and be like, "Hello, I'm looking for Uriah"?
just restocking your toilet paper,
I'm just-
chap.
Yeah.
So these men get into their positions, and the last person that you see walk through the door, you assume would be the Pirate King. And in his hand, you see a readied flame,
Like a fireball.
like a fireball.
Like he's finna cast fireball.
Like he has a flame chilling on his palm.
That's badass.
There's nothing else
badass.
there.
Is he hot or is Natasha just has questionable taste?
seconds. Roll
Please go into
Answer the
explicit
question.
detail.
roll for attractiveness. Oh no, not the bro.
He's cute.
Yeah, he's not like ugly, but he's not like
Can I ask? Is
He's no Jeffrey Jefferson.
I mean, who
you know what
is,
I mean?
right?
Like
no one is.
he's
What a twist that would have been.
Like, no wonder I'm coming over here.
the way I picture him is very like Blackbeard, Johnny Depp-esque,
Okay,
but
I'm okay with
less spastic, more regal.
I have a question. Never mind. I was gonna ask what spastic meant, but then I just discovered the definition in my brain's Google library. So please resume.
Okay. So you know, he's kind of got that tall, dark, and handsome thing going for him, but he's a little scary, so that kind of takes the cuteness level down, if that makes sense, because you're like,
So fucked up. He just has RBF.
you're hot, but like
You're also
terrifying.
scary,
So like, I don't know.
So like he definitely has the creepy stare tag.
he
Jesus
definitely has the creepy stare tag.
Or is it mean look?
No. It's creepy stare tag.
Okay.
Fuck.
I just want. I'm sorry.
Now you know.
I know it doesn't matter.
No, it's,
Wait.
it's important to you. What's up?
Do I see this in my aunt in material form?
Yeah.
Can I
Come tell me.
walk through the wall? Because like here's what I imagine, right? Door. I am the wall door, right?
Mhm.
The hallway door is here. The janitor's closet is here.
Mhm.
Can I just walk through the cavern wall? Since I know where the janitor's closet is, and just walk into the janitor's closet from the wall?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell yeah. So I want to do that. I want to go but in the wall so I don't make that noise. Go, hey guys. Stage whisper. Hey guys. I think, I don't know, right? I'm pretty certain though the Pirate King has entered the room. He's this really tall, dark, handsome, mean-looking dude holding fire in his hand.
Oh yeah, that sounds like him.
Okay, cool. He's there. I don't know what we're gonna do now because we're all in the closet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look to Lady Blackbird.
I'm
And maybe you should introduce yourself.
All right, let me. Maybe I should pretend like I've been locked in the janitor's closet. No, that doesn't.
Here, I'll go first.
Should I just walk out?
Yes.
I'll be your bodyguard,
All
goblin.
right, I'm gonna walk out.
No offense.
Do I know how he feels about
I
goblins?
take offense.
It never really came up.
Okay,
You
that's
don't see
fair.
them a
That'd
lot
be
in
a weird
Elysium.
conversation. I was like, hello, how's it going? How do you feel about goblins?
First date.
All right. I'm gonna like open the door, but put my hands out. Hello, Uriah.
Jesus
Are you there?
Are
Christ,
you
we're
like
gonna die.
slowly inching
Yeah, I'm
out,
like-
or are you just putting your hands out and calling it a
The
day?
door
I'm
cracks.
just gonna put my I'm gonna slowly inch out. But first, like with my hands out, I was like, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry. Pardon me, Uriah. Are you there?
Okay.
It's me, Lady Natasha.
Okay.
It's Natasha."
Wait, does he not know you as Lady Blackbird?
Well, like I mean, like Natasha. Like I wouldn't be like, "Hello, it's me, Lady Blackbird." I'd be like, "It's me,
I
Natasha
would. That's got some
Blackbird."
fucking oomph to its name, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Did you get my letters?
Natasha?
Yeah,
What are
and
you
then,
doing
Then I'm
here?
gonna pop out. Hello, I have a few friends. Don't hurt them.
What
They're
do you
fine.
mean you have friends?
They helped me get here, and they just wanted to make sure I got to you safe. Did you get my letters?
At this point, I would like to come out
Yeah, one of them is a goblin.
and say, hello, I'm one of her friends. Snargleson. I hold out a hand. He's obviously not going to shake it. His hand's on
What's the
fire.
last name?
It's not. A big fan, I think. We got your girl or whatever to you safely. Hi. You're holding fire.
I'm gonna like hit Snargle because like, I'm not his girl.
Okay, well, that's not what you told us on the ship. It is what she told us on the ship. Hello.
Is this the only friend you've brought?
Cyrus will walk out now.
No, I've got Captain Cyrus Vance and my bodyguard Naomi Bishop.
I do like a half bow. I still have guns in
That's
hand,
it, though.
but they're just like pointed to the ground right now.
Anyone else who shows up, I don't know them.
At this point, the janitor walked out of the closet. He's been there the whole time.
They just cap him.
Pleasure to meet you, or whatever.
How did you get here?
We flew.
Yeah.
You know Rick?
I know Rick.
Rick Sanchez, yes.
Yeah. Rick and I are really good friends.
Yeah, I've heard about you, Vance.
You ever heard about me?
Oh my God, you have?
The Pirate King's heard of you.
Heard you're not so good of a pirate, but
He's not a good
Not a good
smuggler.
smuggler.
excuse me, smuggler.
It's the tagline.
Yeah.
We were captured by the Hand of Sorrow for a bit there.
Why would you tell him that?
You were captured.
Do you
Yeah,
see?
but then we went into the fog.
Why would you?
We got attacked by a sky squid. It was nuts. I know you've traversed the fog before. I don't know how you do it. That was terrifying.
Do you have an atmosphere memorizer 8? Never mind. Sorry. That was a dumb question.
He's probably
just
got the
stares at
atmosphere
you.
memorizer 9.
It's a 10, perhaps.
What you're telling me that the Empire is after you?
No, I think that we're dead. Or they think we're dead.
What do you mean they literally sent 3 Imperial Knights after you?
Yes, well,
Okay, so she
Don't
can tell them
say
that we were on the Hand of Sorrow, but I can't say we were chased by knights. She
I
let the cat out of the
didn't
bag.
think about that.
It's probably better if we're dead, though.
I guess that's fair. Don't kill us though.
Okay.
Well,
He puts his little flame out for a second, and you see the math going in his brain because the hooliganry that just happened in front of him, he was not expecting.
I don't mean to bother you, but did you get my letters? It would have explained a lot more if you did. But doesn't seem like you did because you seem so confused.
I didn't get any letters. Natasha, we're in the middle of the remnant. Do you
That's
think
what
we have a
we've been
postal
saying.
system here?
I sent out that this is what I get for sending non-Blackbird ships because I didn't want to get back to my father. Blackbird ship would have made it out here.
Are you sure?
Let me get this straight. I think I've processed. You came here
Accurate so far.
Right.
because of an arranged marriage.
I thought you said you didn't get the letters. Or did I already mention that?
You didn't.
Maybe I did mention that.
God told me.
I'm sorry. I wasn't sure if I did mention it
No,
or
you
not.
didn't. He doesn't know yet. Okay.
Well, I'll fucking tell him I'm a snitch.
Okay, so you're telling me that the Empire's after you,
Got him.
and your first instinct was to come to my hideout from the Empire while they are still chasing you. With these
Well-
random
Hey,
other pirates who I
Naomi's not a pirate.
don't know.
I'm really more of a pilot. No, I guess I'm a pirate.
You're a sky pirate.
Yeah.
You brought them straight to my door.
So, to be fair, Mr. the Pirate King,
Yes.
we're really just the delivery boys. She was like, get me here or whatever, I'll pay you. And yeah, you know, a pirate ain't gonna turn down payment, you know what I'm saying? You know all about that. So that's why we're here.
He like motions to his treasure hoard.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, she's paying us like that royal money, not that booby trapped money. You got it.
Did you just insult his treasure?
Huh? No, it's booby trapped. Like, that's a fact. He knows it's booby. It's his treasure, bro.
It just felt like an insult.
It wasn't an insult. There were pitfalls, bro. You think we're dumb?
Sometimes.
I'm not saying it's not real gold. I'm just saying the traps are real too.
I need you to convince me why I should not send you back into the void
This
to
is
deal with
No, we talked about
these
this.
empires.
We got it. We're a valuable asset to you.
What?
What?
Ow.
Who? How? Okay.
I don't say that. Lady Blackbird doesn't say that. I'm just confused.
Look. How many? When was the last time you had a visitor, Mister the Pirate King? Been a minute, right?
I don't have visitors.
That's my point. So we're the first.
But like,
Imagine
That's
this.
not true. But
When was the last time you got mail?
I don't get mail.
But imagine
Sorry,
if you.
but why would you give me the coordinates to your hideout if you didn't want me to come here?
You telling me you don't want one magazine subscription?
I gave that to you 6 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't
Natasha.
know what's happening. The nightmare scenario is happening.
All right. So what's happened is
You're lucky I didn't move.
You move?
that's a good point.
Who are you avoiding? The other.
The Empire.
Oh, that
That's
makes
what
sense.
we're getting at.
Oh,
Right.
you hate the
So-
Empire.
I
And we left him
was
straight to
arranged
you.
to be married
Come on in,
to
boys.
this gross old man named Count Carlo. You remember Count Carlo? I'm sure you met him. It was the gross old fat man.
Jesus.
Not that fat is bad. It's just he's gross.
That's the bad part.
He's a creepy guy.
Yeah, because he's old.
Yeah.
He's creepy for a lot of reasons, that being one of many.
Yeah. And it's just not what it didn't feel right. So I tried to send you letters. Never got them. And now here I am. Maybe you should arrange a postal route just secret postal route or something.
I'm very inconspicuous.
And Natasha,
Mhm.
I don't know if I should feel flattered or angry that your decision to finally start a life with me was because of some old man.
Dude, that
That
fucks
finally-
me up.
Oh, no, now
That's
I'm
really sad.
No.
I would like to really quick go to Captain Vance and just kind of whisper up and say, do you think she'll still pay us if she gets rejected?
Shh, shh, shh. I need to listen to this.
Well, I didn't have a lot of choice.
You've had the choice for 6 years now, Natasha.
Yeah, but I'm a lot more powerful now. Like, now I can actually survive on my own as long as I have 3 other people. I mean, like, I wouldn't have, 6 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to make this trip out here. You were the one that left.
Ooh, damn.
I left because I have a job. And I'm fleeing the Empire. I couldn't stay. And I asked you to come with me. You decided not to. So, how else was I supposed to act?
I do have a random side question.
Yeah, what's up?
What kind of expressions are we seeing from the rest of the crew as this is going on?
They are just like, what the fuck? Like, all of them are kind of looking at each other like,
Who the fuck's Natasha?
yeah, who's this chick? Like, did you know he was dating anybody? I've literally never seen him with someone. Like,
It's like this.
and then someone's like, there's like kind of that going on. And then there's the other guys that are like, we were in Nightport last week and he had like some other chick. Like,
Wait, they were
like
in
I
Nightport last-
swear, like,
We just missed him.
what? Like, who is this? And then there's a couple who are just looking at you guys like, should we like tie him up? Like, should we leave him there? Like, I don't really know what's going on. There's just
The boys.
chaos
Okay,
really is
yeah.
going through the ranks. And you notice too that Uriah has like stopped paying attention to like everything else. Like, he's tunnel vision on his conversation with Natasha.
Huh. Okay.
What?
Nothing, I just had a thought.
What was your thought?
I was like, for a second, I was like, oh, bro, I'll just slip back into a janitor's closet, walk through the walls, be in the hallway, sit on his throne, and then when I leave, I can tell people I sat on his throne. You understand why I wasn't dying to voice it. It was super dumb. Might still happen. We'll see.
I mean, yeah, do you, boo?
I had responsibilities too. I didn't know. That was back when I thought that I was going to be... my talents were going to be noticed by my dad, and I wasn't just going to be married off to some gross old man.
Rip.
But now that I realize that's what my father sees me as, is just a trading piece. I realized that I was wrong. And I didn't really have a life back in where I lived. Elysium.
Again, though,
And I'm sorry.
I don't know how to feel.
That's fair.
If you gained the power you wanted, then you wouldn't want me, is what I'm hearing. So, I can't really keep you from the Empire. I'm sorry. And you coughed.
Yeah, I was gonna ask. There's obviously a lot of emotions in the air. I think it might be best if everyone slept on it. That being said, could we stay here for the night while you guys like talk it out or whatever?
We can probably just sleep on the ship.
Okay, but like, don't say that because like it avoids spiders.
We
Or
shouldn't keep the ship parked out there.
I mean, who's gonna come, bro? You think
It's
that?
going to be a lot more noticeable than just a platform.
Okay, well, you think the Hands of Sorrow is gonna get through all those fucking asteroids or whatever?
You think the Hands of Sorrow is the only ship that the Empire has?
I don't know, but you think they're like, they killed our people in Nightport. They must be in the remnants now. Like, you know? I'm just... you have guests, right? It's kind of just a normal thing. And I just... Listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just...
Oh,
It'd be convenient, is all.
I killed men to get here.
Get them.
Okay? I killed men to get to you. Alright? It wasn't great. It was hard. And I don't... I don't know what to say. I didn't make this decision lightly. Also, yes, can we stay here tonight?
Thank you.
We'll move the ship in a little further, if that's okay.
Fuck, dude, why? You know how long of a walk that is? Are you gonna move this ship?
No. I don't know how to... Do you want me to move your ship?
No, it's just, don't volunteer stuff. I'm not gonna do it.
Natasha. I've put a lot of thought into this too, and my men are more important to me than your betrothal. So, if you would please leave before my
Goddamn.
pirate trove is found. If you will not leave, then I will force you to.
Relax, we're thinking. Do you have any treasure? Never mind.
He again motions to.
I was gonna ask if you had any that wasn't booby trapped, but I was like, I probably shouldn't ask that or something like this.
I don't really know where to go
Yeah.
from here.
Natasha, it's probably best for us to figure this out on the ship.
Okay.
Without many heavily armed men around us.
Can we just kind of vibe in the ship, like without moving for a while we think this over? I know you're like, this is my hideout, and you have all these people, but like, how much? You know, when you have a house, you don't like own the sidewalk. So is like the landing platform part of your hideout, or is it like that's as far as you can go before we like inspire your ire or whatever?
I would just like your presence to not be
Here,
near my
treasure room.
asteroid,
Oh, okay.
so
It's
that
like, so
the
the
Empire
whole-
doesn't find me.
Hmm.
After all, why I have a hideout.
That doesn't make any sense.
I just don't really know what to do now. This is the whole idea.
She can summon lightning. Does that do anything for you? Dude, I just don't want. I don't like. I don't like this ending. Right? Like it sucks.
I could help defend if the Empire does come, and then I can help you move. I can do stuff with wind too. We can push the asteroid.
True. I've seen her do it. Kind of.
I mean, okay. It just feels like I've been playing this game, and this is like the end goal of the game, maybe. To put it into.
Also, to be fair, Mr. the Pirate King, it's not like she hasn't tried to like love you or whatever. You just didn't get her in letters. Which again, if you had a post boy, one mailman, if you would, and his captain,
Male smugglers, in fact.
smugglers,
So do you
if you
propose
would.
to be my mail system then, Vance? And what
Snargle.
was your name? Snargle.
Mhm. Yeah, I could do it. I stay navigating the remnants.
Yes.
See.
I don't actually want mail, so.
You telling me there's not one?
Fine. You know what? You can stay for the night. I understand that traveling the remnants is quite the task, but I want you gone, and I swear to you, if you brought the Empire to my door, I will kill all of you and all of them as well.
I will help you kill the people in the Empire.
Don't help to kill the Empire people, because then he'll kill us after. Fivehead.
Maybe you guys.
I will gladly.
He doesn't
kill
like
the
you. Look at
Empire.
him.
I know.
He's gonna kill you. You're not special anymore. I hope you are, but like, still
I'm
though.
sad.
Take our side before you take his side. Look at him. Cool. So you're gonna show us to the
Well,
guest rooms? Are we gonna sleep with
I
like
don't
the?
have guests.
Can we sleep in like the barracks?
And he looks at his men and he goes, "Can they stay in the barracks?" And they all just kind of like look around. They're like, "Well, we only have so many beds.
I'll sleep on the floor.
We were kind of playing a game." And he goes, "Well, it looks like
Hallway it is.
hallway it is." And he shuffles all of you back, including his men, into the hallway with the two arches.
Okay.
wow. I wasn't expecting them to.
Is he gonna go further down?
No, so the way you see it is that he has that first archway that you went through, that's kind of that barracks area. The second archway kind of down the hall, that actually is like an archway into like a tiny small hall. It's basically useless because there's a door there and that's his room. But from there it's just a hallway. You guys have some benches you can sleep on.
Bro, I didn't even think about the fact that we're just bringing the Empire straight to his door.
Dude, okay.
Yeah.
We didn't bring the Empire to his door. Dude, if I'm an Imperial soldier, I'm not following some idiots through the remnant, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would honestly just kind of assume that they die.
I guess maybe because you're
Same
here
with the
and you're
fog.
pretty important.
Okay.
Yeah, the Count is pretty rich and he wants me to not.
I have an idea. And I would, of course, talk to Snargle about this idea first, out of earshot from others.
Okay.
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 Snargle,
Yeah.
what if we had a little change of leadership? If you can get everyone here drunk enough. It'll be easy pickings.
Yes. I want to make sure I understand what you're that I'm sniffing what you're shitting. You're saying,
Ooh.
I get the crew drunk.
Yeah.
I rally them up. Say, yeah, fuck that guy. He's kind of a dick.
Oh, no, they can die too.
Oh, you're trying to fuck. Oh, you're saying get them drunk. We start blasting.
We start blasting.
We scurry on up to the Pirate King, say, you and what army? We fucking beat his ass.
Something like that.
You think what's her face and what's her face would be down for it? In goblin voice. I keep losing it. I'm sorry.
Possibly, right?
I
I was
think
pretty
so.
fucked what that guy did.
Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You know.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen her summon lightning. Let's do one of those things. You know, when you post something like as a joke, but you're only half joking, just to kind of gauge.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna let you do
Okay.
that one. Yeah.
Okay, while you two are doing that, Naomi is going to talk to Natasha.
Okay.
Like, Lady Blackbird,
Yes.
what is the plan now?
I don't know. I'm
I am
really hoping the Empire didn't follow us
now.
in any way.
I am sworn to protect you,
Yes.
and I am fearful for your life if we stay here much longer. We are surrounded by pirates, which we thought would be a good thing, but is not.
Call the turntables.
I just really don't know what to do now.
If I may interject at this point.
Yes.
And I imagine we have like two little pair huddles, right? There's like you two, and then us two like further down the hall.
Which doesn't look sus at all.
At all,
not at
bro.
all.
Yeah, no.
And then from our huddle, our pairing, I want to go, Naomi. Miss Bishop, if you would.
Yes.
No, you stay there, Blackbird. Hey, Naomi. Come on. Okay, so now we're a trio. I'm going to say, hey, yo, Muscles. What if we killed all the guards and then killed Blackbird? No, sorry. The Pirate King.
Oh
The
boy.
Pirate King. The Pirate King. I swear to God.
Naomi just crushes Snargle on sight. Just, like,
From healthy to dead in 2 seconds flat.
How many guards were there?
That's a good question. Let me tally them in my brain just a second.
Okay.
So here's the plan so far, right?
Okay.
We get them dummy drunk. I'll drink with them. I'm a goblin. We have a high tolerance for shit like that. And then when they're wasted off their ass, their collective ass, you guys go in there, guns, muscle guns ablazing. And then we walk up to the Pirate King and we're like, you and what army? And then we go, bonk. And then we're the Pirate King. And then we move the asteroid and we live happily ever after. Thoughts?
That amount of coin is enough to start a new life.
And we can get mail whenever.
bro, I should have just killed all of my family instead.
What did you just say?
I should have just killed all of my family instead. And then I
Sep-
would have been the head of the house.
Second
There you
ending,
go.
we go back to Elysium.
Yeah.
Fratricide. Here we go.
How many?
5.
Five?
That's it? Easy.
Yeah. So there were 3 tapping lands, and then there was 2 sleeping originally when you saw them.
Okay.
Down. We're gonna ask Blackbird.
Yes, we do need to talk to Lady Blackbird. But
It's just easier to ask if we're all in agreement, right? It's like,
yes,
your bodyguard said it was okay, so what do you think?
I do think that is our best course of action forward.
I agree.
Yeah, let's.
That's the smartest thing I've heard you say. Hey, yo, Blue Beans, come here. I like gesture to you to approach.
I don't answer to that.
Natasha Beard.
No.
Miss.
I'm not even looking at you.
Thunder, clouds, and lightning. Come here.
No.
Fuck, dude. What's
Like,
her
I'm
name?
not saying no. I'm just not acknowledging you.
Lady Blackbird,
Oh, yes. Captain Vance.
would you mind coming here?
Yes.
So here's the plan.
Oh, hey, Snickerdoodle.
my lady, we have a.
God damn! Got him!
You can't live with us anymore. I'm just kidding. You can, because that's the only way we get Naomi.
My lady, we have a plan to take control of this situation, and I think it is the best way to keep you safe.
How would you like some revenge on that asshole?
What? What do
What?
you mean? He's not wrong. I show up after 6 years of just no contact
But think of all the mail you sent.
while the Empire is after me.
He put you in an impossible situation.
I put myself in an impossible situation. And now I feel bad for bringing you into it.
No, don't. They thought they have a lot of fucking money.
You guys got to meet the Pirate King, though. That was cool. Huh?
I got this T-shirt actually.
Yeah, I
says,
think I
"Please
saw the
leave."
gift shop back there. It was pretty fair, but I mean, he doesn't get visitors. I don't know why they have it.
All right, so hypothetically,
Are you,
if we want to take control of the asteroid, are you down?
or
You out?
do you just want to leave? We can figure something else out.
Yeah, we can live on Nightport. Probably not, though, because the Empire is probably going to keep looking or whatever.
I
But we
know
can do
the-
your makeup, make you look like one of those...
Well, I know that the owl could definitely use your skills.
Oh, right. She fucking has all that magic shit. I forgot for a second. Well, a lot of shit just happened. That guy had fire. We could use his skills, too. We're not hiring him.
Would I have ever seen the Pirate King, like, in action at all? Okay, so I don't know.
No, in fact, you had only heard stories that he could manipulate flame, but you had never actually seen it. And so, while it wasn't surprising to you, you were like, oh, the stories are true. Interesting, right? You two were not really in action together. It was just
That's
Dayton.
fair.
I mean, they were kind of.
There was some action.
A different kind of action.
Different.
No flames involved. Well,
No, well,
Maybe.
Pretty hot.
Maybe a fireplace, a warm bearskin rug in front of it.
I was waiting for so long, and that's not what
for some reason, there were always candles lit, and now it finally makes sense.
Yeah.
the Pirate King's a candle.
You
The
could
real
say
That's
we
why
had,
it smells so good.
Was the flame in our hearts.
we had electricity.
Yeah.
Do they have toilets
Yeah.
on an asteroid?
No.
Oh,
I don't know.
Are you
I
guys
haven't thought
talking
that
about-
far.
killing Uriah.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, I guess we don't have to kill him. We can just, like, kick him out or whatever.
I don't like this plan.
Okay. What if
We
we killed
can-
everyone else?
We
and
can just leave then. You don't have to go back to the Elysium. Yeah, we can let you keep the quarters on the owl.
If they know who I was with, they know that I was on the owl.
That's fine. I mean, they're already after the owl. It's not like we're boys with the Imperial.
And no offense,
Say it.
the Count's pretty powerful, and I don't. I think looking for me is going to be a bit more priority than looking for some not great smugglers. You've said it yourself. You're not great smugglers.
May I ask this?
Yes?
Can the
Yes.
Count do this? And I stick my arm through the wall?
I don't know.
Got a good point.
Maybe.
How do you
Probably
shoot
not.
this? Shoot me. Shoot me right now. Actually, don't. You'll probably alert everyone here.
So are you wanting us then to just bring you back?
Lady Natasha,
Yes.
going back will probably get you killed.
Wasn't there
Or
another?
Married.
betrothed.
To a cross
Yeah.
side.
Wasn't there another
Maybe
place? we
I
didn't-
should have just killed him. Since apparently I kill now.
She's having this like
Since I'm a fucking
faith
murderer.
crisis.
Wasn't there
Killed
somewhere else?
innocent men. I should have just killed the gross count.
Wasn't there
Now-
somewhere we didn't
No,
stop?
it's family.
We went from Elysium to Nightport to here. There's
Yes.
other
Olympia.
places we could make a life.
And
Oh, and by we, I mean you guys mostly.
Well, Lady Blackbird, we
I
haven't
don't
gotten our
like that the decision is mine.
we haven't gotten our payment yet, so thus we are still in your employ.
I mean,
Where are we going?
it would be.
Still pay us though, because we did get you here. But I mean, if you want to,
I would like to point out these pirates are not necessarily innocent men. And this is quite a bit of wealth. We could reset our lives.
I'm for that plan. One last smuggle, and we're out of the game for good. Probably not, but like that's what people say.
How about I take one more shot at talking to Uriah?
Oh, I see what you're going for. You distract him
Right.
with your feminine wiles. We grab the gold.
And if I can't convince him to let me stay here, then
Okay. While you do that, we are going to get the rest of these pirates very drunk.
I feel
and-
like that was the plan anyway. Look at them. They're all staggering.
The two that were sleeping are already back asleep again.
Yeah.
As if nothing had happened.
They
There
don't get
weren't
paid enough for
intruders. It's because they're wasted already.
And if things go badly with Uriah, then we are going to take control of the situation.
Right.
Agreed?
Yes.
Pog.
I want you to know I'm not a fan of this plan, but we're not in a great spot right now.
Then it sounds like Operation the Drunk King is a go.
So I'd like to,
Wait, is he? Am I supposed to make him drink?
No, it's just
Oh.
a cool name.
I would like to pull out that partially drink whiskey bottle that Natasha gave me on the ship. Go over to the people who are playing cards. Hey, so what do you guys like? Mono blue players or
What
And
was that?
start,
A
like,
mail
getting them-
deck?
start getting them
Your friends must
getting them
hate
a little-
you.
like sharing the whiskey amongst them?
They all seem to love it. They haven't had a new player in a while.
Oh.
They're like, oh, you play this deck? Listen, I don't play Magic. The rest
Yeah,
of these
actually, it's
hooligans
death and
do, but
taxes. So
they're like, oh, no way. Well, the other day we just got, and the
Yeah,
rest of you
just
can kind of hear them.
Mingling, playing, drinking.
Yeah, mingling.
So, are all the pirates involved in this?
All but the two that are sleeping, they're on their cots. They have already had their fair share of drink, and there is literally only one very loud knock that could have kept them from sleeping.
Dang,
All right.
That's you, Queen.
I'm gonna go and kind of sit over by their cots, put my hat over my eyes like I'm trying to get some sleep as well. But
Okay.
one hand on my brick if either of them start moving.
Okay, sounds good. And Snargle, are you doing
Yes, I'm
anything, or
just
you could just
there.
kind of keep him watch, or
Mingling, hanging around, floating, waiting for the signal.
Tap
Snargle
and
just gets
land.
lost in it, I'm sure.
Waiting for the signal.
Both you two.
And then once he gives me the old caw, then I'll go to kill one. He'll go to kill one. She'll go to kill two, and there will be but one left. One very drunk sailor boy
okay?
is now the plan in my head.
Preferably one of the ones that are asleep. Because
No,
No, I got those too.
Oh yeah,
she's gonna take them both out.
Okay.
meanwhile,
I don't know how to convince him. Oh,
Tell me you love him or whatever.
is there like a door or something?
Yeah, so there's an archway, and right after the archway to the right there's an actual door, but it's kind of like a baby hallway. Like, I could draw it for you real quick, but it looks like, and then this is the filled in one is the door.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. It's me, Natasha. Hello. It's me again.
He,
May I come in?
he opens the door. What more could you possibly want to talk about, Natasha?
I feel like there's too many decisions that are left for me. I don't like this.
You are the lady.
You're the
I
main
know.
character.
I should have
yeah.
realized this in the beginning. But like... Ooh. Can I retcon something? Like, when me and Naomi were having a conversation,
Yeah, sure.
but I had an idea.
What is it?
It's a shitty idea.
Oh no.
Hell yeah.
It
Okay.
makes me a bad person.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Or like, not okay. No, I guess it's not like, because I want to have a sidebar with Naomi after the conversation with these two.
Okay, so
Okay.
Yeah, and it's normal because Naomi's my bodyguard. Or
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, Naomi.
Yes.
No offense to our friends, Captain Vance and Snargle.
Hey.
I don't think they're our best chance of survival.
How so?
I think I should go talk to Uriah and tell him what they're planning, and then maybe he will have a place for us here.
Now,
I wanted to talk to you first.
we already know we have a place on the owl. We don't know that we have a place with Uriah, and he has recently told us to kick sand.
I'm just worried because I've heard the rumors about his fire. I've heard it can burn steel.
Jesus Christ.
Not like jet fuel.
Oh no, we're one of those podcasts.
Just kidding. I'm joking. Melt steel, not burn it. Jesus, that'd be terrifying.
Yeah. Now
I just wanted to talk to you and see how you felt about it. I'm not much of a strategist.
I still think our best shot is with the crew of the owl.
Right. So then, I have a question.
Yes.
When I talk to him, should I just make the first strike? If you
Yes.
take out a leader, it's a lot. I'm not a strategist, like I said, but if you take out someone's leader,
Yes, but
if he hears the commotion, we're all going to be in trouble. Even though there's 4 of us, even if you guys kill, like, everyone else, it's going to be dangerous. And I know I was just about ready to give those 2 up, but, like, my self-preservation is nuts, and I care a lot more about you than I do about them.
understood.
Either way, you're coming with me, but
Yes.
I'm looking out for you, but I just wanted to...
Yes, I do think.
Please don't tell them about this. Let me be the one to tell them if it ever comes up.
Understood. Yes, I do think it would be best for you to make the first strike.
Right.
And break.
Really quick, over the table. I think, and maybe it's just because I love anime and friendship. The line, we already know we have a place on the owl. Yo, that hit my heart, bro.
Yeah.
thank you.
Oh, we do know.
I love it. Okay.
That's the line that convinced Lady Blackbird, because I was going to try and, like, convince you a little bit more and be like,
Fuck
but,
those guys.
I mean, they're so bad at smuggling. We've already gotten caught here. Like, we've already gotten caught once.
And you said that was like prior to them setting up.
Yeah, so,
for
like,
the-
I'm not gonna... Yeah, I just wanted
not really
to
a retcon, but just a squeeze in.
I wanted
Yeah.
to talk to Naomi
Flashback.
about this because, like, I wanted to consider all my options. Because I've come this far.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Real quick, I am going to count that for you guys as a refresh. So go ahead and
Yes.
use that.
Bro, I didn't even think about that. Thank you.
Oh, I will definitely be using these dice here soon.
And then I am also going to pass out your XP real quick.
Oh,
Oh, we're gonna get
Ooh.
fucked up.
Okay.
It's like in a video
Okay.
game when you see
I
like
just
health
yeah,
pots.
yeah.
There's a save point.
Yeah,
The
it's-
music stops.
it's partially that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you because it's like obvious, but
Oh,
also
shit.
this is the last episode, so leveling up after
Would do nothing.
would do
Yeah.
nothing. So I
Yeah.
figure let's give it to you now and then see what you guys can do with it. So far, Stevie, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7 for you. Naomi, I've got 7 for you. Snargle, I've got 6 for you. And then six for you, Cyrus.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I want.
Okay.
You gonna fly?
It's possession.
Oh.
Oh, hold
okay.
on now. 'Cause
Okay.
This changes the game a little bit.
No, it does.
What have I done?
I have a question. Do
What's
I
up?
still have the key of the mission? Because I did rendezvous with him. I just don't know how that works out.
So with your scene, I'm going to say that your decision to turn on him gets rid of that.
Okay.
Because the whole point is to like flee and meet with him, like, and like be with him, but now you're just going to try and kill him, I guess.
Also,
So-
really quick, above the table as well. Yo, King shit on the Pirate King, bro. Be like, bruh, you had 6 years, and now that you're about to get married to Count Dooku, suddenly you're interested.
I mean, kind of.
Can I? Get
I mean,
the-
I don't know.
Creepy old man.
I think Count Dooku would be a much better.
Yeah.
The sheet?
Yeah, the sheet of
Oh yeah,
keys and secrets.
Yeah.
Secrets and keys.
All right. So a buy off, you get 1 or 2 advances.
2.
Okay, so I have 2 advances. All right. Ooh.
Oh, easy day. I'm gonna take the secret of experience.
Dude, I've been so... every time I have 5, I'm so tempted to take that secret. It seems so good. Give me 3
That's
more
the
points.
one that lets you use multiple
Other tags.
Yeah,
right?
that's
Yeah.
kind of what I
Yeah.
was going to do too.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
whatever you guys think makes sense to you.
Yeah, it
Go
lets
for
you
it.
take 2, so it's still not like unlimited.
Oh, is it just 2 from another one? I didn't realize that. But
and
still, that's
it's
still
once
big.
per session. You can use tags for more than one trait. Oh, so more than one. So
So you can
as
just
many
use-
as you want, but
just
only
once
once
per
per session.
Okay.
So how we were originally playing, but
Mhm. But
Yeah,
one time
once
for
but
per
for
session.
real, one time.
I'm taking Key of the Pirate because this is the most fucking piratey thing that I can think of doing.
We're going to steal an asteroid.
We're not going to steal an asteroid. We're going, look at me. I am the Pirate King now.
Maybe the real Pirate King.
Or the friends we made along the way.
Oh, I got it. I have possessions under Ghostblood, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my pick.
Possess.
I just have 2 under that.
Oh, I have. Thank you. I am getting the secret of experience. And then I'm going to do reputation, trustworthy, and reliable.
Yeah, we're reliable the way you were like, what if we just
Because
ratted
my
those guys out?
reputation is I'm trustworthy and reliable.
Okay.
And I'm hoping that it makes sense.
Yeah, no, that makes
It
sense.
makes sense to me in my brain. My plan. I hope it all goes well.
Fingers crossed.
Wait, no. Wait. I lied.
Okay.
I forgot that I'm
So
trying
you're
to kill
not
him.
dependable.
Oh no!
So you're not trustworthy, is what you're saying.
No, because I was gonna try to be like charm him, but then I was like, bro, wait, no, I'm just trying to murder.
You can still be trustworthy, like you say.
I mean, you can still charm him and then
Murder
murder him, but
Show him a little bit of ankle. I'll let his guard down.
the
Ooh,
YouTube video that I mentioned, I think like the first episode that we did this, I think it's from Hero Squad. Is that what they're called?
I think so.
That sounds right. They'll be linked, but they, their Lady Blackbird. I didn't listen to their full Lady Blackbird game because I didn't want to like get too many ideas and then like copy them. So speaking of, if any of this was exactly what they did, I only listened to the first like maybe 20 minutes of their game. So
Purely coincidental.
purely coincidental. But one of the first things that he does, because their Lady Blackbird is played by a man, and he was like, "Oh no, my bodice somehow like it came undone. Like I don't know." Like he's like trying to seduce someone. I was literally in tears. I was laughing so hard. I was like, just the chaos.
Also, really quick, dude, if we continue a life of crime after this, think of how fucking good we're gonna be. We're gonna have the clouds and the muscle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, holy shit, bro.
See, this is why we weren't successful before.
We were only half of the whole. This dude, the Pirate King is what we needed to unite us under one banner
Yeah,
of goblin piss.
that's what it is. It's just a
Our
flag.
A
banner.
yellow flag.
Yep.
Oh no.
I was
Yellow
gonna say
flag?
our banner could just be my Lady Blackbird thing with hearts and stuff on it.
That can fly under the goblin
Ooh,
piss. Flag.
but we make it a broken heart.
And we make them yellow to symbolize the goblin piss. That way we just have one flag.
Beautiful.
How about instead of putting it on the flag, that becomes our calling card? After we like destroy a ship, we just
piss on it.
Piss on it.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, you leave a mason jar full of piss on their doorstep. Like, what?
When we were in high school, for some reason, senior year, people just left not stumps, but like just not split things of firewood. It was just our friend group, I think, just on people's doorsteps. And it was the same piece of firewood. And I woke up one morning. It was like 7 a.m. It was on my fucking doorstep. And I was like, what?
You're next.
I didn't understand. My
love
parents didn't understand.
weird high school traditions like that.
Did
It
you guys
wasn't
have?
a tradition. It was just our group of friends. I don't understand why it started.
Did you guys have a senior
Okay.
bitch day? Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are set? You
Yep.
ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's execute Operation Drunk King.
The Drunken King.
Okay.
Another one for the playbook.
Okay.
Okay. So, are we going back to when you knock on the door? Is
Yeah,
that the plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Really quick for us.
Yep.
On your signal, I'm going to possess or attempt to possess the guard closest to me and use him to kill another nearby guard while maintaining control of his body.
Okay, and I will shoot the guy who's directly across from me in this magic game that we're playing.
And that takes care of the 3 awake guys, and then the 2 sleeping guys are on you.
Yep. I'll brain the 2 sleeping
The
guys with my
signal-
brick.
I would like to retcon that to have been discussed like during the huddle.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Naomi, I want, like, I do want her to let them know that the signal will be thunder.
That'll do it.
Okay.
Lightning.
Oh, I was thinking the AC/DC song. Thunder.
Oh, we're always off on our songs. Anyway.
No,
okay.
we were on today. What was that one?
That's true. I don't know, but we'll
What
figure
was
it out. Okay.
We had a good one.
Do you
while we
want
were
to
walking home.
re-knock on his door? Or do you want to go back
Yeah.
to the point where he was like, "What do you want?"
Sure, the part where he's like, what do you want?
Why does he sound like that?
I don't know. He's grumpy and tired.
Heavy smoker.
I get it because he makes fire.
Yeah.
Natasha, what more could you possibly want to talk
I just-
about?
And I'm not talking like this. I'm talking better than this. It's just Stevie's bad at talking.
I understand that. I get that. I really do.
Because if I were talking like this, it would be super suspicious. I wanted to apologize to, and I didn't think about the fact that the Empire was after me. I really genuinely don't think they came here. And if they tried to come here, they'd die.
You mean
Like on the way here, because I mean it's the fucking remnants. There's
I
very
used to think that would be a safeguard, but you obviously all came here.
well, somehow Rick Sanchez knew exactly where you are, or how to get to where you are. So maybe you should talk to him about it, or like kill him or something.
Well, Rick used to be one of my men,
Oh,
and
What a fucking
that's
cool guy.
why I keep them locked in the asteroid now, is to deter them from divulging secrets like that. I guess I had hoped that Rick would have kept his mouth shut,
I'm sorry.
but apparently
I didn't know.
he did not.
I know you're taking a big risk, and I wanted to say thank you for letting us stay the night here. We'll be out of your hair in the morning.
You better be.
Sorry, I just don't know what you said.
You better be.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's scary. She doesn't say that out loud.
She's like, ah!
Ruh-roh.
I don't want to like RP weird. Like, I don't know what to say.
Make him
was different.
swoon.
Are you trying to bed him?
I'm not trying to bed him. I'm just trying to like get his guard down a little bit.
That's gonna tie your shoe for you.
Oh no, I dropped a pen. You mind picking that up for me?
Lightning.
Unlimited power!
I've heard worse ideas.
Yeah.
You're definitely having worse ideas. No, when we broke the door down?
I'm sorry also that I didn't go with you when you left before.
Oh.
I regretted it every day since. Like even before the betrothal to the Count. It was just a difficult decision to make. Like you've had to make difficult decisions in your life.
Yes, but I fail to see how living a life of wealth and riches here is any different from living a life of wealth and riches back home.
Well, I think you're... Like, no offense, I think you're underestimating the power of the Blackbird name. It's different. I can go out in public as myself.
Damn.
No one knew. You could have continued to
And look
do
at these men. They can't leave the asteroid. Would I not be allowed to leave the asteroid?
It's different with them. They'd betray me.
I'm getting some serial killer vibes here. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone hide your frosted flakes.
What?
He's a serial killer.
Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm done. But you can understand why it's just not... I've never known anything different. You've been all over the wild blue and even all over the void. How am I supposed to know what kind of life is waiting for me? You'd barely tell me anything. And was I supposed to just trust you? Like,
I
no
guess
one
I
in my
hoped
life
you would.
before had given me any reason. Ah! I knocked down a bottle on accident. No one in my life before had given me any reason to trust them. You have to understand that, like, I was raised to believe, like, to understand that people around me are lying just to get on my good side all the time.
You told me I was different.
I was also raised to tell people what they want to hear. And you were different, but that doesn't mean it was worth risking my life. I was a lot younger then than I am now. I'm able to assess things a little better. Back then, I was young and quite a cynic. A little bit less than I am now, weirdly enough, but is there any chance that I have a place here?
I suppose so.
Can I go in for a hug?
Sure, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, is he gonna accept it?
Yeah, I mean, his guard is definitely a little bit down. Like, he realizes that, yeah, you were just a dumb kid. You know, he's like, okay. Like,
When I hug him, I'm gonna bring down lightning on him.
Jesus Christ!
Not the king,
Oh my god. I thought you were gonna just like completely switch the script and just be like, oh, by the way, those guys are planning to kill you.
Whispers in his ear. Kill Snarl. He's gonna betray you.
Just Snargle.
Kill the
This is
goblin.
okay.
Please use all of your extra die.
yeah, go for it.
I'm going to use my secret of experience in this one.
Hell yeah,
Okay.
fuck him up.
There's gonna be some stretches.
Try your best.
Okay.
All right. So
It's looking like yoga.
for reputation, like I want to use reputation, which is a trait that I just got.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can use tags from other traits, but I don't add the trait, right?
Okay.
That's what it sounds like.
No, I thought it was both.
It's both.
Okay, all right. So, bro, I'm going for it.
Use some of my traits too.
Here, just take my
So I
character
got
sheet.
reputation, and this is I only picked it this way because like I just talked to Naomi and I was fucking willing to like murder the people who just got us here.
Yeah, a little fucked up. We'll come back to that.
But like, so ruthless,
Okay.
unpredictable.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, you'd be losing Ruth.
Stop it. I hate it here.
Am I free one? Okay. So I would like to also use Imperial Noble, which is like etiquette just to like, because the lying. Like I'm not going to use anything else from Imperial Noble,
Yeah.
but just like the lying.
Okay.
The knowing what to say type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, bending the truth to tell people what they want to hear.
Yeah.
Master Sorcerer, Spellcaster, Channeling, Stormblood,
Jesus Christ.
Lightning,
Oh my god.
Here we go.
The king himself.
Cunning,
This is a very yeah.
Deception,
Yup.
Dude, we're the bad guys.
We're the bad guys.
He just wanted to chill in
Misdirection
the
because I'm
remnants.
having
So
him
damn.
focus on like,
On the hug.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. The hug. TM.
God, I have so many dice in my hand.
Can you tell me how many you have total?
All right.
Unless
these-
you're.
I accidentally stole 3 from my pool, but I haven't used them yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Jesus Christ.
Just a few.
How many does
Just
she need?
a few.
How many successes?
So I was going to make this a difficulty 3. His guard is very down.
Oh, I feel so bad. Oh God, I'm
but
a
Don't.
monster.
Also, like he lives a life of crime, so he's kind of always on edge, even when he's like calm. So that's why I rolled it as a 3 instead of a 2. But we'll see how this goes
God
because
damn it, I'm an
there's some
absolute monster.
stipulations. So I'll go over
Okay.
those after the roll, though.
The Pirate King's just a decoy.
All right, and I'm gonna use two dice. I feel so unnecessary,
No, fuck him up.
but I'm gonna use 2 dice from my pool.
Trying to make him crispy.
Here we go.
All right, I'm gonna take the dice that I'm not using and get them out of the tray.
It's fair. There's more dice that you are using than ones that you aren't.
Was it? You said no. You said we'll see how it goes. Never mind. I was gonna ask the same question again because I'm really dumb.
Wow, this does. Oh my fucking God!
Say it.
What?
I got a 2. I got a 2. No.
That's cool.
Wait.
Waiting.
Do the secret. Oh, fuck.
I have a series of questions.
Never mind.
Regardless of whether or not this
The
passes or
secrets.
fails.
Is it the secrets that can refresh? Like. No, because I reset my dice pool.
Mm-hmm. It's an either or
Yeah.
situation there.
Oof.
No. Oh no.
What are the? That's kind of impressive that you failed.
It
though.
really is.
All right, let me see if there's like any that ended up where I can't see them. Okay. No, I got 2 4s. I barely even passed with those.
Is this a TPK?
No,
Is this what the
roleplay it out.
start of
I
a
wanna roleplay
TPK
it
looks
out. I
like?
want to see what
Yeah.
happens. Because if we hear, because the thing I'm really interested
maybe
in.
I could play it off like, oh, so sorry, I just got
I'm so
excited.
emotional. This is so emotionally charged.
I'm like, this is new to me. Like I'm.
Well,
But
hold on.
if we hear the
That's what I'm saying.
thunder,
That's what I'm waiting to hear.
we
Because if you roleplay it out with
start
any
a
lightning
fight.
at all or thunder, they're dying. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm talking pew pew. Whoa, I'm
like-
possessed.
Is that even enough to produce the lightning?
I don't know. You tell
I don't
me.
know,
Maybe
God.
yeah,
What
it
do you
depends
think?
on Misty. I don't. She gets to decide how this failed.
So it was enough to kind of light some sparks. There was definitely not like the lightning like you used on the owl earlier.
Okay.
Think of that first roll that failed on the owl, how there was like lightning there, but not controlled.
I'm so mad at my dice.
Was it?
I
Was it?
cannot believe.
Was the
I'm
lightning
so
there audible?
confused.
Yes. Did we hear it?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So
Hell yeah.
here's how I see it.
no.
Here's how I see it going, right? Just kind of like tapping lands and everything, like about to cast a really big spell. And I'm like,
With the cards.
Yeah.
and then I drop the card. I'm like, just a second. I reach under, and then from under the table to the guy's fucking stomach.
And then I would like to attempt to possess. Well, I guess here's the table layout I'm pitching, right? And let me know if this is wrong. We're at a table, right? It's 2 players on one side, 1 player, and then Captain Vance on the other. Like a 4-seater. I'm kind of just standing by watching. Mm-hmm. And then I just want to. So, you're shooting the guy across from you, right? That's your
Yep.
intention? So here is Captain Vance, right? But his goal is to shoot this guy. I want to possess the guy next to Vance, comma Captain, and then use his gun to shoot the guy across from him.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll to attempt to possess him whenever we roll.
Yeah.
And then Brick Lady's going to do the brick thing, I assume.
Yep.
Okay. So go ahead and roll your rolls to make sure things work out for you. Let me know what you get, and I will tell you whether or not you succeed in doing those things. I don't need you to argue any of them except for if you want to use anything else besides possession, Snargle.
I do.
Okay.
It's in the same tree. So my 1 for free, Ghost Blood, and then Possession. And I also want to use Insubstantial, because the way I see my possession working is I walk into them, and then
Okay.
from the inside.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Go for it.
Cool. And then can I know the difficulty of mine? It's just going to dictate whether or not I use dice for my pool.
They're off guard. They're off guard, so I'm gonna say that possessing them is 3, just because like nobody really wants to be possessed, and they didn't like do a sacrifice of like their own soul beforehand. You know
there's
what I
no
mean?
deals
So,
being made.
yeah.
So I'm going to use. I'm going to spend 2 key points right now, suddenly, to refresh my pool, or to put 2 back in my pool. So I have a total of 6.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use 6.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay. While you roll, how'd your guys' go?
So, am I gonna have to roll once for each of the guys in the beds,
No.
or this is all one roll? Okay, that's gonna change how many I grab from my pool.
Did you say 3 was needed?
Yeah.
Okay, I got 4.
Sweet.
But I'm
Okay.
going to use my secret to not jail those dice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's pretty
once
cool.
per session I can do that. Yeah.
I got 6 successes to brick the 2 guys sleeping.
They have their domes smashed.
Yeah, they
in.
do.
It is pretty gross. Kind of. There's brain matter. Like,
Okay.
it's not cute.
And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna sprint down the hall to try and help Lady Blackbird.
Oh, we're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna get killed. My roll was that just to possession, or was that to possession shoot? Because if I have to roll
Possession shoot. It's like your whole.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So the other guy's dead, and I'm now in a guard body.
Okay.
Badass.
4 successes.
Okay, you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I, too, will run down the hall to...
You should run down as the guard and be like, oh,
With
sir.
them?
Like, no. Or, yeah, maybe be like, sir, someone's attacking it's the Empire.
Yeah. Let's wing that. Let's pretend that was my idea.
Okay.
So we're sprinting down. What's happening? Because I know we did that when we heard the lightning, but that probably would have taken at least a minute. So what happens after the not lightning goes off? Or do you want us to just barge in?
They're in the doorway of his bedroom.
Yeah, we're just chilling.
And after the sparks happen
From the hug?
from the hug. He's gonna kind of take a step back and push Lady Blackbird away and say, Natasha, what was that?
I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Remember when I said that I've killed people? Like, I'm just still not. My power's been like out of control since then. I just don't know.
It's a very convincing reason for me to keep you here.
It's got a point.
I didn't think about that.
And as that happens,
Boom!
Naomi
We turn the
rushes
corner,
in.
and I say, "Was that the lead in?"
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We turn the corner. I say, in somebody else's body, "My king, the Imperials are at the landing strip. They found the owl. We're under attack, or whatever." I don't say the or whatever part.
Oh wait, no, then he's still gonna hate us.
It's fine. He's gonna go deal with
He said
the
he's
Imperials.
gonna kill us if he the Empire.
Have they breached the door?
Yes, they're storming in here as we speak. The other men are out dealing with him. I just came to let you know.
The look on his face.
It's so sus.
Not convinced. We're in trouble.
How did they breach the door?
Yes.
Do they have a sorcerer among them?
It was loud. It sounded like thunder.
Bro, that implicates my family.
Yeah, fuck your family. That's why we're here.
All right, get inside. And he brings you into his bedroom, but
Oh.
he keeps you out as
Me?
the guard. Yes.
Oh, that makes sense. Fuck, dude.
That's fine. You could walk through the fucking wall.
Yeah, now in this body, I can't.
So?
This guy's not dead.
So?
He will be.
He's fixing to be.
Or we can enlist him. He can tell us all of the secret passphrases.
You can just
and
morph
codes
into
and
him
undo
and
What
all
then-
pass
the
phrase? What's
booby
phrases in
traps.
code? He's about to be dead.
He can undo all the booby traps.
Oh. I'll possess the money.
Okay, I have a really morbid thought. Since you're in full control of this dude, just make him slit his own throat
Oh,
and
you're
then get out
dick
of it.
brain. So,
Can't you
okay,
just
I'll stand
get
guard
out of it?
outside. I want to know what's happening inside.
Okay. You notice that this door, as you've been pushed out
Yeah, a little fucked up.
and kept in the hallway, you notice that this door also
Magic.
does not have a keyhole. And inside, you guys see that, yeah, he's got a bed. He's got some lights around, made from fire, obviously. And then you see that there's a staircase in the back of the room, but it's kind of a big room. Think about the size of the basement here. Kind of in the area where the back door is, that's where you can see the stairs. Other than that, it's a very normal bedroom. But he has brought you guys in there, and he's kind of pacing back and forth, thinking.
I would like to try and sense motives to see if he is on to us.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I was gonna do. I was
Well.
gonna.
You ready
Hug him
to
again?
brain him? Let's do it.
Dude, that's so fucked up to me that you failed.
Right? It's like statistically, it makes
It's nuts.
very little sense. If I got one more, I could have at least electrocuted him a
I
little.
guess every die has a 50-50 chance, but still.
At least
like,
I failed enough that it's like, oh, whoa, bro, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that. But, like,
So I got 2 successes to sense motive.
Okay. Yeah. You can tell that he is kind of 50-50. He feels like something's up, but he also heard the commotion of the gunshots. And so now he's like, there's no way these
Hooligans.
3 like conspired against all of my men. Like, yeah, there were only 5 of them. They're my 5 best guys, right? But at the same time, he's like, there's very few people who could have breached my door.
So the next time he paces away from me, I'm going to try and brick him.
I have a question really quick.
I was
I
gonna
have a
try and grab
question.
him.
Oh, everyone's going for
Oh,
it? Okay.
I have a question above table, unrelated, really quick.
Yes.
To the Pirate King. Just I want to know because I think it's cool. The doors,
Yeah.
right? They're obviously sorcery powered doors.
Yep.
Are they fire sorcery? And I don't need to know this in character. I just want to know because I think the doors are cool. Are they fire sorcery powered or are they sorcery powered?
They are sorcery powered doors, and each different type of sorcery has a way that they can get through, but it is different for each type.
That's badass. Okay, that's my question. Go kill the king.
The question that I have. We saw the pitfall trap. Did we see that it would it be lethal?
Knowing the size of the asteroid, it probably wouldn't be lethal, but you definitely would probably, like, assuming that you tried to land on your feet, you'd probably break your legs. But it's not gonna, like, kill you.
You'll just die a slow death, starving.
Yeah, you'll just bleed
At
out.
the bottom of a pit with broken legs.
What I would like to do is simply come up and poke him. Am I able
What?
to do that?
Sure.
And I will use my secret of warp blood where I can teleport someone or someone I'm touching onto that pitfall trap.
Okay. And he kind of blinks and realizes where he's at in his treasure room and falls down into the brig below.
So
What
Naomi
did you
had her
do?
brick ready, and yeah,
She misses.
Same.
Sorry.
out of existence.
What did you do?
I always have a plan.
Where is he?
He's back in the treasure room. In the trap, the pitfall trap.
Oh, okay.
oh,
Well,
I'm still standing.
we should go.
What a fucked up, disjointed plan. I love it. I love this so much.
I should actually go back there and finish
Let's
him
go.
off.
Yes, let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh. What is?
suffering from success here.
I've been saving that for so long.
All
If I had
game.
I'm
leaped
already-
off of the fucking hand of sorrow and wasn't able to climb up, I was just gonna teleport myself up there. If that situation with those 3 fucking Imperial guys who were coming after you, Lady Blackbird, got too hairy, I was just gonna poke you and bring you back to the owl. And then finally, I've now been able to pull it off.
Yes.
Putting him against his
Well-
own fucking traps.
Oh, that's
I would really
awesome.
like to just bury him in his own gold and then take the rest.
Not all of it. Yeah, there you go.
I just. What's the plan now? How are we supposed to get out?
Well, dear sorcerer, can you do some weird shit with the door?
Yeah, try and get
That was your plan.
zap the door.
I was gonna ask him to let me help him. Oh my gosh! Defeat the Imperial people, and then once we ran out, I was gonna. Oh my gosh! You did not think this through. I
There's
don't know.
no Imperials out there.
I know that. He doesn't know that.
Well, now he's probably
now
close
he
to
knows.
death. Let's go out there and finish him off.
Can I even open the door?
Yeah.
Like, if I'm like trying, if I like know that it's like a sorcery door now, can I just blast it or something?
Sorry. Yeah. Let me. Where's the thing? It's right here in my hands.
Such an attitude towards yourself.
Yeah. So you look at this door, knowing that it's some sort of sorcery based whatever, and you go ahead and you try to channel lightning into the door.
Okay, and I roll for that.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
yeah,
Go ahead and
okay.
roll for that.
So get the free one. Wow, I forgot to get the free one last time.
I'm sure you still would have failed. With that incredible luck you
Yeah,
had,
because it was yeah.
Oh my
You had the
God.
worst luck ever.
I know that wouldn't be the same roll, but like,
but probably with your luck.
there's a chance that I could have. Oh my god, I'm so mad at myself now. 1, 2, 3,
Oh, sorry for stealing everyone else's thunder.
No,
I
you're
just-
good.
I wanted to show it off. It's
It's
cool.
honestly, you told me session 1 that
Amazing.
you had that. I forgot completely because it just hasn't come
Oh,
up.
I didn't even
7.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
It was when we were trading secrets.
Yeah.
You told me about it, and it just hasn't been necessary yet.
That's why we keep on breaking
Alright.
out of jail.
5 successes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you open the door. The lightning kind of courses through it. You can see it's really cool actually. On the wood, you can see the lightning kind of tattoo itself onto the door, and then it unlocks and opens.
All right, let's go. And then I'm gonna run. That was me running.
You're gonna have to open the other door too, though.
Yeah, I run and open the other door.
Okay,
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
go ahead and roll it.
Okay, well, it's gonna be the same thing.
I mean, Naomi's massive shoulders are kind of like magic.
I mean,
I got it ready in case she can't get it open. Got all my dice laid out here.
You could just break through the wall.
You know what I was thinking too? You've ever seen? I'll bring it up later. I want to.
4.
You're good.
Okay. we get
You
through.
open the original door that you saw in the treasure room, and you realize that he's not there. There's a hole down at where the
fuck.
Oh no.
like pitfall would have been.
What the hell?
Like he's not in the treasure room though. He
not-
fell.
He's not in the pit.
He's in the pit,
Oh, he's in
but
the
he's
pit.
not in the treasure room, which
Can
is
I-
where you guys are located right now.
So
I-
we can't like look over the edge and see.
I mean,
him.
you can.
I would
He's
like-
there
I would like to peek the pit.
in the pit, but he's not in the treasure room. You
Yeah.
got me?
Okay.
Can I peek the pit? Like look over down?
Yeah.
If I see him.
Mhm.
Hi, King. I'm still the guard, right?
Oh yeah, you're still the guard.
Are your legs broken?
I think so. I can't feel them.
Are you stuck?
What does it look like?
All right, sit. Just making sure. And now at this point, I want to grab the guard's gun and shoot him.
Oh, I was gonna do it.
You want to shoot me?
No.
You can shoot me still.
You're the
Oh,
guard.
so you're
Okay,
taking
yeah,
his
kill
gun
him.
and shooting
You're
yourself.
the guard. You're shooting yourself. Okay.
But if you want to do it, like
No, no,
I
no,
want this to happen.
I was gonna like be like, I'm sorry.
Oh, you want to kill the
Uriah."
king?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to kill me.
Yeah.
Well, this. Here's my goal. I want to shoot myself.
Okay.
And at the moment of pulling the trigger, drop possession and let his body fall into the pit.
Damn.
Ooh.
Okay.
It'll land on
I just want
top
you
of
guys
him.
all to know that this is much darker than I thought it was
Sorry.
going to be. Why is this always what happens?
If I do that, and the body falls, is that okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Then Goblin Snargle, the true Snargle all along. I want to say, I just want to give you your boy back.
Jesus.
So much fucking money. As I like mumble that as I turn back to the boys.
All right. So I was gonna like, because I have fly, I was gonna kind of like,
Don't fly down there.
no. I was gonna like hover over him and be like, I'm sorry, Uriah. I really didn't want to do this, but it didn't look like I had a place here, and I wasn't left with a lot of options, and the owl always has a place for me.
Hey, that's our Blackbird right there.
And then I'm gonna lightning down on him.
Jesus Christ.
And he falls limp
Lol.
right next to his
Boy.
boy. Okay.
Oh my god. That went nowhere that I was thinking it was
I
going to go.
didn't anticipate killing him.
You're telling me. You guys were like, "Oh yeah, can I do this?" And I was like, "Oh."
I'm sorry,
Say
by the way,
yes,
that I was
say
gonna
yes.
betray you guys for a minute.
Yeah. Out of character. Yo, what the fuck, bro? But that was cool though. I think it would have been really cool. There was a
I considered just doing it anyway.
there's a reason.
when I hugged
So
him.
when I asked about, I guess we should let's wrap this up before we start spitballing.
Yes.
Okay. So now what? What's his face is dead. Well,
Well-
we have booby trapped money all around us.
Yes.
Naomi, do you think you could disarm the traps?
I would like to disarm.
You
the
can take your
traps.
arm
Go
off.
for it.
I need to roll for it.
No, you're
Nope.
good.
Oh, all right.
I-
So-
We have.
We
let
have
me
time.
preface
Take
this
10
with that,
kind of
like,
thing.
you know what? I'm taking back the power. Okay, hush, all of you.
Hushed.
Okay. You realize that he is officially dead, and the four of you go about giving him his air burial out into the void, along with the guards that you murdered in their sleep.
Hey, relax.
You have Naomi undo all of the traps, and you kind of clean it up, make it feel a little bit more homey. And Snargle, you bring the owl in just so it's out of the elements a little bit more. And you have officially claimed this asteroid as your base camp.
Jesus Christ.
If you would like to finish any vignettes, go for it.
I do want it to be known that Natasha did cry at his air burial thing. Like, she was not stoked about. She did genuinely, like, a little part of her loved him, but, like, part of it was, like, he was a way out.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, she wasn't thrilled about having to kill him, but she knew that she had to be the one. That's why she was so upset, because she thought Cyrus just, like, murdered him.
Yeah.
No.
And, like, thought, like, immediately thought, like, go, just dropped him in the void. But
Oh,
So-
fuck. You could have just dropped him in the void.
I could have, because it doesn't have like a range on where I could teleport him. So if I really wanted to, I could probably have just been like, poke, and now you're in Elysium jail.
On the Hand of Sorrow.
But I wanted him close by.
So Naomi, while the two original crew of the Owl are like, doing the Scrooge McDuck thing,
Money, 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 money.
is going to pick up 5 gold pieces and slip them into her pocket. And next time you see her, she comes down the gangplank of the Owl, and she has gold-plated the brick.
Jesus Christ.
gold
And-
is such a soft metal, isn't it?
Yeah, but bricks
Yeah.
aren't soft metal.
And
for the
she has
flex.
like made a chain to go around her
Oh my
neck.
God.
It has this gold-plated brick
Damn.
just hanging.
Damn.
I do want a
I'm here
quick
for it.
scene, really quick, at the Pirate King Skype burial. So there we are, sending him off to the void or whatever. And Natasha's like, oh, my love, or whatever. And then I do want to say really quick, so I know this probably sucks, right? I've been heartbroken before. I've never killed any lovers. But I do want to say this. I've only known you for insert short time period here. But I think what's important is to realize that you're free now. You have wealth, which I'm sure you already had, but you have wealth tied not to your family name, not to the Pirate King, but to you. You can do whatever you want.
Blood you shed.
So just, yeah, the blood you shed, whatever. You're free now, Blackbird. Just remember that.
I want to be called Natasha Theory now.
Oh, shit. Word?
You know what? If it's okay with Naomi, I want to be a bishop. We could be like sisters.
I would be honored to have you as my sister, Natasha.
All right.
Well then, Natasha Bishop, Naomi Bishop, welcome aboard the Owl. And I walk away, or whatever.
And then I think we'll see us like just a little bit later, right? We're all fucking pirated out, getting onto the Owl, and like a Snargle at the pilot's seat, Naomi on the gunnery seat,
Gold chain,
gold chain hanging, and then Captain Vance turns over to Natasha Bishop and just says, "Well, where do you want to go?"
Fade to black.
Perfect.
Boom. This was a really fun one.
This was super,
I'm
super
glad you
fun.
guys liked it.
It was super fun.
Yeah.
It was great.
It was so chaotic.
Yeah.
It was
There's
so,
so much chaos.
chaotic.
I know it was meant to be like a 1 or 2 shot, but I love how
Yeah.
it turned out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So a lot of people were like, yeah, you can do this as like a one shot, maybe, plan for like 3-ish episodes, or I guess people don't
Sessions.
normally call them
Sessions,
episodes,
yeah.
but sessions. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, not too bad. And now I think we're on like 5. So
Yeah, because
Yeah.
we definitely had to
Yeah.
split this
yeah,
one.
this
Yeah.
last one was quite long,
Yeah.
Lo
A
Siento
qualm.
listeners,
How's
but
that?
you're welcome also.
Yeah.
But
fun, though.
I would like to say this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was
right?
super,
I
super
really
fun.
enjoyed this system. I enjoyed the storyline.
I think the fact too
Yeah.
that it was like, I mean, of course I love the other games you've done too, but the fact that we went into it expecting it to be a little shorter made it there was like this kind of air of like just knowing that this isn't going to be a long convoluted story made it easier to do like funny, quirky, chaotic shit, right? Because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, I don't know, you're kind of not worried about like the consequences 18 sessions from now.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
The-
so instead you hold a baby hostage.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, like this baby's not gonna grow up and come back
Yeah.
to get me in a week. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that aspect we had with Adventure Skeletons too, right?
Yeah.
Where
Probably.
we were just kind of like send it running into everything, and like if we die, we die. 'cause
Okay, dude, it's a one shot. We don't.
it's a one
care.
shot.
Yeah.
but I mean, the good
Yeah.
thing with that one was you're already dead.
Mhm.
You're right.
True.
Yeah.
There is no actual dying that can be done in that one.
I think one thing I did like too was the fact that the tags are kind of just like keywords, because then it's like
Yes.
it's up to the table how they want to limit or not limit these powers, right?
Oh yeah,
thought
because
that was
you
really
had
cool.
fucking literally all it said was possession. That
Do with that what you will. man.
yeah.
Yeah. And there's a lot on there that we didn't get to use, right? Like fly. Well, I guess Natasha used fly at the end.
Possess electronics or whatever.
Yeah,
the hell
control.
that was.
Yeah.
Control electronics. Fucking terrify, which I got but never used, but one day in the future he'll use it. But yeah, it was just like it really leaned itself on like, yeah, do what you want, I guess. Which I know a lot of things do. I appreciate the sign language. Thank you. I know a lot of things do, but it's just cool to have it like that heavily encouraged. You know, it was Pog.
Yeah, and I think as like a GM, especially for my first time ever GMing a game, like having that ability to choose whether or not something worked was one nice because like that's kind of your job, but also two, it sorry, my brain like crapped out. So basically what I was saying is like it's nice that it was easy to choose as a DM or GM whether or not that actually worked, right? So like if you were going to use something like brave or heroic as a GM, it's easy for me to be like, yeah, sure, that fits. Whereas like most games, it's so so precise in the wording that it's like, well, no, technically not. You can't you
That
can't
guy's
be heroic
35
in this.
feet away, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So that was nice for me too, because you guys could argue to me like, yeah, I feel like this would work, and I'd be like, yeah, okay,
Maybe.
that makes sense, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck it, do what you want.
That's one thing I really liked about this system is how numbers light it was.
Yes.
Because you don't have health points. You're either good or you're injured or you're dead. Like, and you aren't counting like the number of like damage that you're dealing to the bad guys. Like there
There's
are
not spell slots.
Not
or
spell
whatever
slots.
the hell it was that you were doing.
yeah, there are literally no numbers on my character sheet, and I really like that.
Yeah, especially for a game that like you want to just kind of pick up and play with your friends. Like it gets to be a lot when, I mean, well, first of all, like the character sheets were made for you guys, which is great. But it gets to be a lot when you have to make the character sheet, then you got to do all the math that's involved, and you're like, I really just wanted to play a quick pickup game with my friends. And sometimes like a board game just doesn't cut it, and you want to do an RPG, and like something like this is perfect for that.
Yeah, this would be a really like easy one to introduce new players to. Like you're saying,
TTRPGs,
with
yeah.
like with someone with a board game background, like they know how to roll d6s, right? Normal die.
Pretty much it.
And that's all you need to know.
Yeah. And because it's role play heavy, you can like kind of throw them into the role playing situation and help them see that games like Dungeons and Dragons or like Pathfinder or Fallout or whatever aren't that scary. You just have a couple more things that you need to pay attention to, and that the role playing aspect realistically comes pretty easy to humans in general. I think specifically because you grow up playing pretend, right? But then when you get older, people are like, oh no, playing pretend is stupid. Like, don't do that. But like every single child has played pretend, even if it was just for like a small moment, right? So if you're to take an adult who's never played RPGs before and you throw them into a game like this, where the only thing they have to concentrate on is just playing pretend, like that's a really great way to reintroduce that idea. And I think you're right. Like this would be a really good one for newbies.
Something else I really liked, and this is probably partially the game, partially credit to you. Probably more so you than the game. I don't know. I guess it's like a weird hybrid of the two. But I liked how it was like, because you run into this, like, it's like the cliche problem, right? Of like, you come across a stream and there's a bridge to get over, but you have to roll to perceive it, right? Whereas in this game, it's like, if there was no if there was no extenuating circumstances, we just did the thing, right? It wasn't like, I want to do this thing that I can do. Okay, roll for it. Fuck up 5 times, but on the 6th attempt, you do it. It was like every time we did have to roll for something, it was like under a time crunch, right? Or we were like in somebody else's ship about to get caught, or we were like actually trying to kill the Pirate King. And that makes sense, right? Because if you're not under pressure, just even if it takes a while, just fucking do the thing.
Yeah.
And at a lot of tables, this is obviously it's not really a problem here because we're great. Follow us on Spotify. But a lot of tables, I do feel like you have that situation, right, where it's like, I would just be able to do this if I was there in real life, right? Like when I'm trying to like perceiving the bridge, right? If I came across a waterway, why, like in what world do I not look left and look right and notice the bridge to my right, right? But there are so many DMs out there that are like, roll to see if you find a way across. And you get below a 12, so I guess the bridge is invisible. Like it doesn't make sense.
Start swimming, bud.
You're not actually able to turn your head all the way to the right.
Exactly, right? It just looks like water in the distance.
Yeah, on that point, I do think that a lot of GMs need to understand that roles come into play when there are consequences involved. And like we saw in here with Misty didn't make us roll if there was no fucking consequences, because like we would get it eventually.
Yeah, if rolling would just be a waste of time, just give it to them. At least that's what I think, right? It makes sense when she's going in for a hug, right? Because like, do you kill him or not? Like that's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, do you like? Yeah, it's just like otherwise, it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna roll 5 times to eventually see the bridge. Just show me the bridge.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. I also like that because you're given these characters, you're able, like, you're kind of given not rules, but you have a certain type of role you're supposed to play. But like you can interpret it and make it your own pretty easily. Like Naomi was suddenly obsessed with a brick.
A brick house, you know?
Yeah.
And just
Yeah, and there's a world where Captain Vance wasn't a good cop, but
damn good cop.
damn good cop, but was just like, you know, fucking Han Solo type, just, you know, charismatic but arrogant, or hundreds of thousands of different ways. There's a world in which Snargle is, I don't know. I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
I was gonna say this
help me.
world we never met prior to the campaign, right? Like we don't have all these tag team, like, oh, we're boys. Like maybe we hate each other, and that's cool too. Yeah, because I feel like even with our table, if you just switch which players has which character, it's a completely different campaign,
God,
right?
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And I think I mentioned this when we first started playing, but there's a character that you guys didn't even meet.
Oh yeah, because
Because
the bard or whatever.
no, you're the bard.
Oh hell yeah,
Snargle's the bard. His name's Kale Arkham, and he's basically the rogue.
The rogue. Yeah.
But he wasn't even in the mix. So if we were to play this again, we could throw him in as a 5th player, or take out, I don't know, like Naomi. Like maybe Lady Blackbird went on her own, like snuck out of the house and didn't tell anybody, right? So there's lots of possibilities. And this is something that is unrelated, but I just thought about it and I got really excited. One of the things that I think this game would also be helpful for, along with being helpful for new players, is helpful for practicing accents so that you're more comfortable with it. Because, like you were saying, like, these are pre-made character sheets, right? So you don't have to think about the backstory necessarily. Like, it's good to, because as we go along and somebody's like, well, why
Dirty
are you running
goblins.
away? And you're like, I don't like them. And you're like, there's like no real reason behind it. You know, you kind of do have to work on the improv of that, which is great. But also, like, you were able to do your accent for Natasha like the entire time. And there were a couple of times where, like, yeah, I guess you slipped out of it, but I never really noticed it because I'm used to you not necessarily doing accents. And this one you did phenomenally. And I think that's something that when you don't have to think about 97 other things, like the math involved and the spells you have and the crazy backstory that you're also trying to tie into it, because it has nothing to do with the storyline, but you really want to make sure that everybody knows that your dad left you at a hospital. Like,
Sorry.
they
grew up in
get
the
crazy
streets.
like that,
Yeah.
though, right?
True.
Like, and when you're trying to focus on those things as a new player, especially, you don't really get to play with some of the other fun things about role playing, like doing a weird accent or
Which I do think like helps get people into character also.
for
'cause,
sure.
Like, you know, I had the line, you know, good cop, damn good cop.
I thought you were gonna say we're not good smugglers.
We're also not good smugglers. But it helped me get in, like, just literally like those kinds of phrases I just did before the session. And that got me into the
Sorry,
character.
I'm just picturing you in the mirror. Damn, I'm a damn good guy. But like,
Do you guys not?
But memes
that's
aside,
how- that's
how it
people
be,
do that.
though.
Like there are people out there
Yeah.
that do that. They have like a line or two that makes them think of their character that really puts them
That's
in.
fair, yeah.
And a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and I think, like, first of all, that's not necessarily like a must-have, right? Like, you can totally role play with your normal voice and be like 4 billion characters and have them all sound exactly like you do, and that's totally cool. But I think for people who are role playing that want kind of a challenge, that they want to add something to their repertoire, like, that's a good thing to maybe try out is accents, or sometimes it's just fun, right? Like with Snargle, right? Like, we kind of know what goblins sound like, right? So the fact that you chose to go with a goblin-y voice was great, because it helps me remember that you're a goblin, right?
I did fall out of it a lot though. I
It's
feel
fine, whatever.
Whatever.
Like,
But yeah,
it doesn't matter.
it's
I
fun.
am so bad at accents. That's like not my thing, but it does help.
it's hard to talk and like make your voice like this all the time. So like, I don't
Yeah.
blame you.
I-
Frankie was rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I think
I couldn't do it.
too, like, one of the struggles of, I mean, not being a voice actor, is that,
Not yet.
like, I'm a keep it a buck. It's never gonna happen for me. Like, pretending to be a boy. This doesn't sound like a boy, and
No, I'm
neither does
convinced,
this.
dude.
But like, that's kind of how I have to try and sound like a boy, because I have a higher voice, and that's frustrating because
Same but different.
so many.
I am a man.
But there's ways that you can like play with that, right? And like get to a better place when you have a game like this where it's kind of set for you.
Yeah. And I heard a cool thing about accents a while back where the DM was saying you don't have to have an accent, but have some sort of quirk. Say like, and I stutter while I say XYZ thing. And I like quietly say this thing. Like, you can describe how you're saying things to the rest of the table without forcing an accent that you're not comfortable with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something to keep in mind for sure that I don't do, but I like it. Was that guy?
I think it was, yeah. How to be a great GM on YouTube.
We've talked about him a couple
Yeah.
of times, but
And-
he's the best.
And
Yeah.
Damien, I mean, yeah, we do. I mean, we do it. We've done a couple of duets now, and I think you do it in general, but it's really like, I guess it's because when we do a duet, it's just us that it, like I become super like hyper aware of it. Like you've done a good job of giving characters, like you do voice them differently as well, but you give some characters like verbal quirks, right? Like either one will be super soft, someone like they might stutter a lot, they might like repeat themselves a lot, and stuff like that is like, even if you do that with your regular voice, it like lets people know, right? Like if you're playing a character who does like trip upon his words or stutter, it's like that will still give the feeling of like, okay, this isn't Wesley, right? This is, I don't know, whoever the hell. Leslie.
Eastly.
I can't. But yeah, I think this is a great game to work on those things with because there's not as many moving parts.
Yeah, I agree.
I do have a minor complaint.
Go
Okay,
for it.
let's hear it.
So, we have some of the tags I feel like are kind of like weirdly locked into different traits.
Okay.
So, for instance, hold on, where is it at? Survivor, right? I have this one called Medic, but it's under the Survivor one, sure. But like, I also feel like it would probably apply with like an ex-Imperial soldier because you probably have some kind of first aid kind of training, and the fact that it's locked under the Survivor means that you can't use that kind of a thing. Not really as big of a deal, right? Because Survivor has other tags that probably relate to like Medic. The one that I was noticing mostly was under Smuggler is Gunnery.
Okay.
Kind of like really out of place.
No,
I
because
w-
you smuggle weapons.
I would say,
No, but it's like ship fighting.
big guns.
Like big guns on ships. So like, yeah, you have fucking haggle, deception, sneak, hide, and then just gunnery.
I would say to that point though, I would point out some traits do have duplicate tags. So like I have Sky Sailor.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I have Sky Sailor that also has gunnery under it.
Yeah, and so does crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reputation and
Oh,
cunning.
cool.
There
both
are a
have
few
deception.
traits that have duplicate tags.
Okay, yeah, I just
Okay.
don't have any of those. I don't know, I just thought it was a little weird because like under Warrior, that's where you have like battle hardened and shooting kinds of stuff, hail of lead, etc.
I think
I think that's more small arms.
I know it's
Yeah.
probably a little bit more small arms, but it just seems out of place under
Yeah.
Smuggler.
And I think that's part of the trade-off with not making our own characters is occasionally things like that get grouped differently than we would if we had made the characters ourselves.
Is
Yeah.
there like making your own character rules?
he gives you a blank character sheet.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
And what I would probably rule as a GM if you were like, hey, I want to make my own character is basically we would take the same template for what everybody else starts out with. So all of you start out with 3 keys. So it would be like, okay, you have 3 keys and 2 secrets and then 5 traits with X amount of tags or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Is probably how I would rule it. John Harper does have like I think 2 other chapters to this storyline, and I think they might actually be from different perspectives than Lady Blackbird. Don't quote me. Do not quote me. I did not read through them.
Write it down. Quote her. Write it down.
But I think kind of in that same line of thinking, I have 2 comments, right? I hear you and I get you, right? Because sometimes it does feel a little weird. I would probably say as a GM, if there's something like that where you're like, this feels weird, can I put it under something else? Then like as a GM, I'd be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
having
don't
a
care if you
session
move
0
it.
talk.
But also I think part of the reason that they are kind of weird like that is that because when you roll in this game, right, if you do it correctly, you roll the 1 that you're supposed to, then you get the 1 for the trait itself and then 1 for every tag, right?
Yeah.
So I think kind of having a couple of them in each trait, a couple of tags in each trait that are like kind of weird seeming, it helps give you a little bit more variety of what you can roll on. Because if you're, let's say, Lady Blackbird, and you don't have any sort of, I don't know, let's say you don't have any sort of like sneak, right? You could argue that because she's athletic, she should be able to like sneak. But if that's not on there in like the grouping, then what else can she use? And that's kind of a poor example because sneak isn't under athletic, but that's like off the top of my head.
Yeah, the weird ones
like
kind of
how the weird
let
ones
you
end up
verbally
maybe-
argue. Yeah.
maybe can fit in, but
That way you're not hyper focused into one skill, right?
yeah. But I also agree, like, that is kind of weird. And I think if we were to redo this game, what I would probably do is have like an actual session 0 and be like, okay, what don't you like about this character? You get to swap things now, but as soon as we start, like,
Which honestly, like, most of these make a whole shitload of sense. Ex-Imperial Soldier, I have tactics, command soldiers, rank. Like, all that stuff makes a whole hell of a lot of sense. It was mostly just that gunnery one that just seemed kind of out of place. Like, I don't know why a smuggler should be good at, like, shooting their fucking weapon. Like, that would probably fall under Ex-Imperial Soldier, if anything, because I would imagine you're trained on ships. But you're seeing the line of thinking with that. But, like, understand that, like, you know, you're want to be able to do stuff, and you can kind of do stuff, but
yeah, no, I mean, that's fair. And honestly, like, if that's the main complaint about this game,
oh yeah, it's
then,
not a
like,
very big complaint.
this is a pretty fantastic game, right? Like, we love most, if not all, the games we play in some form or fashion, but we do complain a lot. So
I stay
if
complaining.
that's like our main concern, then I feel like that's pretty good main concern, you know?
We are whiny about some stuff.
Oh, I stay. Yeah, dude.
We probably lose listeners every time we do these conversations. They're like, oh my gosh, guys.
That
not
you're
that
so
big of a
nitpicky.
deal.
Yeah. One thing I will, if I may give praise, is I know because we did this like in a relatively short time span, we didn't really get to see it, but I liked the progression going down another blood type, right? Because it's like I got ghost blood, right? So it's like you get ghost blood, and then that is one advance, right? And then for each additional advance, you can get one of the tags under it, and that's cool, right? Because then you get the feeling of like, wow, I have ghost blood. I can't do shit with it. But then as you get more advances, you're like, oh, I can fucking face through walls, or oh, I can I can spook the fuck out of people. Possession, and it's just like it's cool to develop those skills, versus like, I don't know, dude. What's a random game? Pathfinder. You hit a level, right? And it's like, here are all your new spells. If you're playing a cleric, right? And it's like,
No, it's just all dumped.
and there's still like a sense of progression, right? Because you unlock a new tier of spells and you only have so many spell slots. But it's cool in this to be like having that slow growth in the direction you want, right? So 2 ghost-blooded individuals might have a completely different set of tags.
Yeah.
And that's really cool to me.
Yeah, and I think that's a good observation because similar to Star Wars, you get that slow progression that you get to choose personally, and it ends up being very unique, but it's also not a tree, which I think is also kind of cool because sometimes the tree gets frustrating because you're like, but I just want this one. I don't care about any of the things in the rest of the line. Like, I'm particularly trying to be a healer. I don't care about, I don't know,
The extra strain
shooting,
defense.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like for a ghost blood, right? If you're like, I just want possession, you grab it, you leave, right? Like you can go on to whatever the hell else you want. And that I do think that is really cool because you have to pick up all these skills that you don't necessarily want. And when you have skill trees. Whereas in this, it's just like, that was me putting it in my pocket for the listeners.
Yeah, I agree. I thought that was a pretty cool little thing. And I'm sure, like, with the XP and everything like that, like, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. So, like, I'm sure there's ways where you can pass out XP a little bit better or maybe more often, or that maybe you give your players more XP so that they can spend it more frivolously. Like, I don't know. But there's definitely ways that you can spice that up different for
I like
your
the way
games,
that
too.
I like the way that you did it because it made it so that then nothing got like revealed and we could kind of like keep a little bit of intrigue between all of us. But then also like what you did in this session where you gave out XP just before we, staged a coup against the Pirate King.
A coup that we planned like 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
But we executed it beautifully.
Oh God, yeah. It was flawless.
Well, it was something.
What I like,
I mean, it was
It
pretty
went better
cool.
than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I think it
You
went better
guys
than
were like, we're going to kill them all. And I was like, oh, no.
I literally thought when you said like how many pirates were in there, I was waiting for you to just be like, oh yeah, 30.
15.
Yeah, I was picturing 12 in the first room, like around.
I was thinking there was gonna be more like somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, and then from the back you see, count them, 297 guards running at you. And then I was like, okay, best case scenario, we make a getaway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want there to be too many,
Mm-hmm.
specifically because I didn't want it to feel like
A fortress.
more like I didn't want it to feel like I was just sending wave after wave after wave after wave after wave of pirates at you, because it's like once you kill them, you
kill one pirate,
'em.
you've
Yeah,
killed them
it's like
all, right?
I just didn't want there to be too many, because I felt like that would get kind of tedious, and then I would be bored, and if I'm bored, then that's
Also, I'm so irritated.
At the 14 dice roll.
Yeah. And then I just 2 successes. What? That's not normal.
no.
Yeah, fix your game.
I was like, this is the most no. This is like the most important roll I've probably made in this game. I like guaranteed success.
Except it was.
This is the yellow die all over.
Yeah,
again.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something I like too, and maybe this is just the power of imagination running rampant, is like once we saw like the list of like blood types and tags that you can buy, it's like holy fuck, like if we can learn that stuff, so can anyone else, right? And it's like it has the potential to like have really high powered NPCs, right? Or really
Yes.
gifted NPCs in one particular bloodline.
Yeah,
that
I
is
mean,
just
fucking
nuts,
flame
right?
hands.
Flame
Like,
hands, the void blood, like that whole trait is nuts, right? And it's like even the ghost, right? Like you see somebody who's like fully ghost blooded that has every trait, they're a menace, you know? It's
Yeah.
like, and it's really cool, right? Because it like opens, like the world is like nuts to me, right?
Yeah, it's a very open world. You could play this as a low fantasy or a really high fantasy. Like
You could have
either
some
way.
freak that talks to sky squids. Like it's it's super cool. Like
Yeah.
there's so much you can do with this game, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, I liked it too.
But fix your game. 14 dice for 2 successes. Come on, dude.
That's definitely
I
not.
think that's just the roll. I don't think
I don't make excuses. For
I
it.
can't even blame the player on that one. Like it just
That's just
Just
unlucky.
bad
it's
luck.
just very unlucky. Yeah.
So
Um,
I have some narrative questions.
okay. Yeah. Let's go for it.
Who framed Roger Rabbit?
Yeah. So where did you see us going from like the ship? Like before we even started making decisions, what did you think that the players were going to
Oh, you mean the Hand of Sorrow.
when we were like locked in
Yeah.
the brig?
Oh, so okay. So like day one.
Like day one, what was your plan for the campaign?
It went similar to how I thought it would go. I kind of figured you guys would like somehow get off the ship. I was kind of thinking it was going to be a little more stealthy than it ended up being, but maybe that's just the rogue in me.
Well, and we didn't have any rogues on our team.
Did I tell you? I don't think I told you guys.
True.
My original plan, before you busted the door down, was I was gonna reveal the warp shape to everyone
Okay.
and just become really small, and then I was gonna have one of you carry me to the bars, walk through, and then just steal the key from the guard.
Oh, that would have
But
been
then you
awesome.
broke the door down. I was like, okay, no one needs to see this yet.
And I was thinking about just teleporting to the other side and just
I didn't know you had that from the fucking beginning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like one of his
He started with that
initial
warp, yeah, and
secrets.
saved it for the last episode like a king.
Yeah. I definitely thought it was going to be more stealthy. And I also thought that you guys would end up running into, what is his name?
Count Chocula.
Captain Hollis. I thought you guys were going to end up running into Captain Hollis.
Who's that?
He's the commander of the Hand of Sorrow.
Okay.
But the issue was that you guys got up to the upper deck, and I was gonna have him be in the like piloting area, but then Damien took a hostage, and then all of a sudden I was like, Captain Hollis couldn't just like let that happen, but Damien had already taken this hostage, and I was like, well, how is Captain Hollis gonna just like pop up from the poop deck? Like what? I guess he doesn't exist anymore, and so that was kind of my bad as like a GM. I was like, oop, oh well. And then from there, you guys kind of did it how I thought you would. I just wasn't expecting that hostage part. But yeah, day one was relatively unscathed from my original plan. The rest of it was
Into the fog, baby.
Not so much.
so different than how I thought it was going to go. I had no idea about goblin piss, nor did
How
I.
would you not have anticipated that.
I also didn't expect you guys to be like, oh yeah, sure, we'll go with you. When they were like, you're coming with us in the bar. You were like, oh, okay. And I was like,
You must be the guy that wants the box.
no, I literally was like, I was prepared.
I saw you. You made like you kind of there was a moment of hesitation. I was like, "Are we dumb?" Like,
Oh, I was prepared for like a whole on, like a full on bar fight. Like everybody in that bar was about to lay hands on you, and I was so excited. And then you guys were like, "Oh, okay."
it's
yeah."
funny too because that's like the one
I want
time
to be
we
kidnapped.
didn't just
Always keep
throw
your
hands.
GM guessing.
Right, like in every other scenario, we would like take a hostage, shoot lightning, make him fall into his own trap. But that one time, we're like, yeah,
Well,
okay.
that was my favorite bar. I was in
Yeah,
about
that's
to
what I'm saying. I
Right?
was
Yeah.
I was gonna,
Strange man we've never met.
I was gonna
All
make
right.
a scene there.
Y'all know
right?
the Pete Davidson
That's what I
SNL
was thinking.
skit?
We're like, okay,
Okay.
okay.
No, that's exactly what you guys did, and I was like, you guys can't see my face, but I literally
She did
was
have visible confusion.
You know the look.
horrified
But I didn't-
and so confused, and I was like,
Think much
okay,
about
this
it.
is what they want to do. And then I was like, well, now what? Because originally, the people that were in the bar were going to be Imperials, like
Oh.
waiting for you.
It was a
like,
setup.
Just up. Yeah, like, it was a whole setup. And then you were like, okay, yeah, we'll go with you. And all of them were like, them being me, was like, no, what? No, what?
No, start a fight.
So then I was like, well, now how do I bring the Imperials into this? Like, I guess there's a couple hooligans down the street. Like, I was like, otherwise this defeats the purpose.
He goes, okay, here's your ship. See ya.
Right? That was really smooth. I did not realize that you
Yeah,
I didn't
were
either.
improving that.
Thanks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
And-
then with Pirate King, what did that go how you were wanting it to go?
It went in the weirdest direction. I was not prepared for like most of it. Like probably all of it.
So, question with the romance, were you always planning on Lady Blackbird showing up and him being like, I don't even know you anymore?
No, I actually did not plan that at all. I was just gonna go with the vibe.
Okay.
Like I wasn't.
Respect.
It was just because it was one of those things where it was like it could go so many ways, and especially depending on like how you guys came into the space, and because like if you came in guns blazing, like obviously he's gonna think that you guys are trying to still steal his stuff. Like if you guys snuck in, like same thing, but then you guys were like weirdly
Hello?
like.
We're knocking on the door.
We're not going in guns blazing, but we want to make sure that you know that we're here. And I was like, wait, okay. And so I was glad I didn't prepare his actual reaction prior to. And I thought too, like, I didn't know how the whole thing with Cyrus and Natasha was gonna go, because I'm not either of you, so I wanted to see if like Cyrus made more moves on Natasha or not, because then like that would muddy the water too.
Yeah, I kind of really leaned into the whole. So the whole thing for the Key of Hidden Longing is you're completely enthralled by Lady Blackbird, but you don't want her to know it.
Classic.
It's weird.
So that I was leaning pretty hard into that one.
Yeah, and I don't think that was necessarily a bad choice, but I also was like, because I didn't want to like metagame for myself, I was like, okay, well, like whatever Damien does, like I'm just gonna.
I still think it was cool too, because I think, and maybe this is like I don't know, I guess, but the ending, right, where he's like, okay, like Natasha Bishop or whatever, where do you want to go? I mean, that's like a big deal, right? Like you're the captain of this goblin in his ship, and then this chick you met like a week ago, you're like, oh, where do you want to go, lady? Like, I think the ways that you do it were subtle enough that it's like, oh, he's just a nice guy or whatever. Well, on the inside, he's like, oh, please, bro.
Just love me.
Like honestly, if the romance thing like went well, right, it was just gonna be all like, you know, if you love her, let her go kind of thing.
Yeah. Ugh,
Yeah.
rip.
But yeah, no. Instead, she's basically in charge of the owl.
I like to think in his head when the King of Pirates was like, no, it's been 6 years. Oh, he's like, hell yeah, let's go, baby.
There's a little bit of a grin there, yeah.
Team Vance, let's go.
Yeah.
I have a question as well.
Uh-huh.
I know you don't have a lot of experience DMing/GMing.
And by not a lot, I have 5 episodes. So continue.
How was it intimidating GM? I guess this is like more for us, right? Like I guess the listeners probably care too, but heck 'em. Was it intimidating going after Damien and then Joseph?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it was like, wow, Damien, like, so for those who don't know, like Damien's GM'd a bunch of our campaigns at this point. Like
I am the forever GM.
yeah, he's the forever GM, and Joseph and
like
I,
it.
I do. I really do.
he loves it. Do not ever let him convince you otherwise. It's his favorite thing. But he, way before we even met Wesley, like we had a couple of campaigns that we played with Damien and Stevie, and he's just always been the GM, right? So I've known for like what seems like millennia that Damien's a good GM, right? And then when Joseph started with Star Wars, I mean, like I'm biased because he's my husband and he's real cute, but like he's a very good GM as well, right? And so, and with the like story that Joseph created with Star Wars, and I was like, just like, I loved Master Fawn, and I loved Tessa, and then I was like, wait, I don't get to play somebody? Like this is some bullshit, like,
Right? It's weird.
and like I didn't really create this story, right? Like a lot of this was done for me, thank heavens. But I just kind of was like, well, how is this gonna go? Plus, also, like, no offense, but also all of the offense, I'm not a rules nerd like the two of you guys are. So like I don't know
See how it is.
anything. I don't remember things. If you guys have listened to our other games, you know that I'm literally asking until the very last day that we play about the simplest of rules. And so I was sitting there like, they're going to ask me questions I'm not going to know, and I'm going to have the paper right in front of me, and I'm going to be like, I don't know. Give me 15 minutes to find it
Tell him
on
to
this
Google it.
6 sheet. Yeah, like honestly. So, yeah, it was really intimidating. Really, really intimidating.
You did a really
But-
phenomenal
God, you
job.
did an
definitely.
excellent
Yeah.
job.
Thanks.
Like if I didn't,
Now I'm intimidated.
yeah, like if
too.
I didn't know you didn't DM before, I would have thought you DM'd before. Like you did
Yeah.
really well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That seemed to come pretty naturally.
It didn't. I was panicking.
Okay.
It's very lucky that I didn't like piss myself during this. So
Gets the door. What do? We knock. We ding dong ditch the captain. That's still my favorite. It is.
I
It
could
is
not.
dumb. We talked about like where are we gonna hide?
We ding dong ditched the fucking pirate king. The most notorious pirate in the wild blue.
There's also so many times, and I'm sure this happens to you guys as well, because like you've created like this whole story and this whole universe and whatever, but like there were times where you guys would do things and I'd be like, you guys are fucking idiots. Like, what are you doing? Like, I gave you the obvious answer, and yet
No, always and forever, players are stupid.
They
always.
Like, what's an example of?
Girl. First of all, you guys weren't curious about my doors, and I was a little butthurt, but it was fine because Wesley ended up like being curious about them.
Dude, they were cool doors.
But I was like, there's a staircase in the back of his room.
Oh, yeah.
And then you guys just blatantly ignored it, and you were like, where did the pit trap go? And I was
We were
like,
too busy killing him.
they're like, but we have to go look over the pit. And like,
Did the stairs seriously go to...
they seriously went down to the brig, and he also had a ship down there that was small, like the owl, so he could, you know, get around the remnant. But no one knew because
I
no one
figured
looked
there
at
was
our
a ship
stairs.
back there.
And you
I
guys
thought
were like,
ship and, like,
but
escape
we don't
route.
know how to open the door. What do we do if we can't open the door? And I was like, you have stairs.
I kind of forgot about the stairs.
I'm gonna lie. As soon as he disappeared, I was like, "What stairs?"
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna push him down the stairs.
Just fucking tabletop
Honestly,
down the stairs.
in my brain too. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm a weeb, and I thought this is really anime. I thought there was gonna be some twist where the asteroid was the ship, like he could just move it at will.
No, that's
Oh,
dope.
cool.
I should
That is
have been,
dope.
though. Dang it. Next time.
Yeah. Next time.
Yeah,
That is
we
funny,
did
though. I
kind of
completely
just
forgot those stairs
forget that the stairs existed as soon as.
But there were tons of times throughout this that things like that would happen. But like that one's the most fresh in my mind. I was like, you guys were panicking. You're like, how do I open this door? What are we gonna do?
I don't want to be
like,
stuck like those goons we killed.
Run out of
there
oxygen.
You, are
You made like a
stairs.
big description of it too,
Yeah.
and like, oh yeah, it's like the size of the basement, you know, in the corner where the door is, you know, the stairs.
You're locked in. Literally, you have stairs. That's your only way out.
Yeah.
And then we were like, nah, fuck them.
Looks like
But
we're
I
gonna
wanna
die
use
here.
The door. Yeah. And then, I mean, like the reason that he had the stairs, right, is because so he could come and go as he pleased, but like his men wouldn't be able to,
Oh, 'cause they
right?
couldn't
Because
get into
they
it.
couldn't get into the door.
Yeah.
They couldn't go downstairs without being in his room, which had the door. So
Dibs on his room.
What do you
I mean, his room was kind of cool.
I mean, what are you guys? You guys can't open the door.
Okay. I can walk through it. Five head. First of all. Second of all, dibs on his ship.
Okay.
And
I don't know how to fly.
Yeah, you made that clear. I don't know when.
Goodness gracious.
No, but I literally can.
Why do we
like,
fight
fly.
every game, dude?
Because you guys are toxic.
Dude, why can't we just have one game where we're friends? Next game.
Speaking
I
of
think we work
games,
together.
in case no one knows yet, listeners, the
game
next game that we're going to be playing is...
Bunkers and badasses. I definitely have all of it planned.
I'm gonna go on record saying I really want to say Pangea before she said bunkers and badasses.
Pangea.
The next game we're gonna play is Pangea. I'm like, what is that? But no, it's bunkers and badasses.
Yeah, that's the... it's basically Borderlands. It's specifically like the Borderlands 2 Tiny Tina DLC thing.
Yeah,
Tiny Tina's
but
Wonderland.
it's my own story. So please forgive me.
Dude, heck, what are they gonna do? Send hate mail?
I don't know. Maybe.
We don't
If
read
they
that.
I
do,
hope
then
not.
we burn it.
Oh, I
And then
thought
we
you were
burn
just going to
half
leave it at
the
I
house.
hope.
I almost said I hope so, but then I was like, that's not what I wanted to say.
No, send the hate.
Send me the
There's
hate.
no such thing as bad
It
publicity,
fuels
idiots. Thanks for the listens.
Power.
Follow us on Patreon or whatever.
Yeah, so Bunkers and Badasses, that'll be really cool for you guys. I don't know how to say this like without being weird about it, but I'm going on a work trip, so I will not be here for quite some time. But these four hooligans will be here, and
She's betraying us.
they'll
That's what's
keep
happening.
the party going. So
Guess you have to go make money or whatever.
Or whatever.
yeah, do you want money? Just kidding.
Sorry, I
he
just
he also makes money, so that's not a really good excuse. But But yeah, so just if you are like, where did Missy go? Why are we having less pauses in the podcast? And where is that annoying voice? Where has it gone?
I'm right here.
That keeps asking all of the questions about the things we already know. Then just know that I won't be there for a while. But
planning on coming back.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Obviously. Obviously.
Yeah.
This makes
Duh.
the way you're saying it makes it sound like, sure, I'm coming back.
No, I'm like for sure.
No, she
coming
is.
back.
Like,
she's
but
coming back.
like, just the tone.
It will be quite the hiatus, but she will be returning.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know how to announce that. That's weird. It feels
Yeah, it's
No, that's
sad, and I'm not ready for it.
yeah.
But that's okay.
No, that's the vibe.
I'll just subscribe and like everything from afar, and
Ooh, join the Patreon.
Just like all of our
yeah, I was
listeners.
gonna say
do.
and patronize you.
That too.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So
Sag.
thanks for letting me GM for you guys. This
No.
was fun.
Yeah, no, this was a really good one.
yeah,
Yeah.
highly recommend it for all
Yes.
you
Oh,
rejects out
100%.
there.
Yeah, and huge shout out again to John Harper. I can never thank you enough for being so quick to message me back and let us play your game. It was awesome, and I can't wait to maybe play some more of his stuff. So
Yeah.
follow him on Twitter, and all of his links will be down below in the description box or whatever we call this.
Show notes.
Thanks. Listen, I watch YouTube more than I listen to podcasts, so like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys
Smash
later.
that subscribe button. Don't forget to click the bell.
Bye, rejects.
Later,
We'll
guys.
see you
Hey.
later.
See you next bunker.
Bunker? See you next bunker.
All right.
For all you noobs out there, that's a time that we use somewhere. This week's reject roast is for Kaylee. If your name's Kaylee, we fucking hate you.
What
You're
name?
the
Just
Pick
worst.
one spelling, god damn it.
Honest
What's
to
wrong with
God.
you?
Kaylee, I guarantee, no matter how your name's spelled, it's spelled wrong.
And
Yeah.
your cuticles are trash.
Whoa. That's too far. You just learned what cuticles are.
Yes, I've just become able to trash them on other people.
It's a
Am I
weird
wrong?
thing to insult